gang.
For some reason, so I'm in the main chat, but Tuesday advent. Oh god, I'm stupid.
It's okay, you're stoned.
Oh, yeah.
Drugs. Drugs. Drugs.
I have walked away 2 times trying to do that.
These are not going great. These are not going great for me, guys.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna roll one stat and see what I roll.
It's funny you say Indiana, Darby, because I'm all like, I'm thinking about driving over there. Davenport?
What?
What's in Indiana?
Porter, Indiana?
I'm in Indiana.
Say Mark and Darby?
Man, I can't remember what, but there's like a town where you can buy weed in Indiana, like an hour and a half away.
All right, so I'm on. I have it. So now I just click that other one, and it just takes me into. It says page not found.
Yeah, the other one 404s.
You almost put it in the Werther's bag. No.
Let's see.
My Werther's bag.
Yes,
The burlap sack I have.
I like these.
Yeah, it's the main campaign page.
Main campaign page.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I
You
have
can
those.
see your character, their characters.
Oh, fuck me.
These characters.
Ugh. Wait, but how sorry. How do I get to the main campaign page? What do I click though?
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
And then
Okay.
go to collections, my campaigns,
Oh, okay.
and then Millennial Fair. View campaign.
Oh, I'm there. Okay.
That screen.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
And now
Here,
Here.
please do not.
I know.
That'd be so bad.
I know.
Okay, they're fixed.
We can't say that the temptation.
No, this thing is a fucking weapon.
It is.
what's a weapon?
100.
A giant glow in the dark D20.
Oh, it's a 20.
About the size of my palm.
Wait, but I'm in it, but how do I see the map? I don't understand how to see the map.
So you see all your characters? Or you see all
Yeah.
the characters in the campaign?
Yeah.
Next to Ferdinand, there should be, under his name, there should be a join above VTT.
Yeah, blue button.
The blue button. Blue.
And it's on that page with all the characters.
Right. And there's a under who? Fern.
Underneath your character, it should say
Yeah.
join above VTT.
It doesn't say that.
Where it says view, edit, deactivate, remove.
Let me ask
Yeah.
you the question because this is what my issue was. Did you download it in the same browser that you downloaded that you're in right now?
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Because I did mine in Edge and I was trying to do it in Chrome and I was like, it's not working. And I opened it in Edge and it worked.
And I made fun of that lady. This is.
You guys are special.
That's okay.
Here, I can give you a little token for my person also really quick.
It'll pull whatever's on D&D Beyond. So if you
Oh.
want to just put it there, it should pull it up.
I did it already.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Lotion.
Why does it say I'm not?
I might have to refresh it a couple times. Yeah, everybody.
No.
Flavored?
And I put the
I dare
face
you.
on your
No.
I'm not that stupid, and I know not to eat this. I'm not a dog. I'm not, and also.
Fucking his eyebrow.
It was bothering me.
Okay. I had a different email for D&D Beyond. Okay. Sorry.
Truly unforgivable.
Hey, it's second session. We're not all together yet.
Yeah.
Hey, at least all your
Only our
stats weren't
first
10.
session.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Elliot's, Eddie's, Blues,
Let's see.
have to warn you guys, I don't have a lot of backstory made yet because I just made this character today.
You're good.
Oh.
You're fine, bro.
So
I would encourage.
Mark, you literally
to
haven't
loose.
started yet. You're good.
My characters just get backgrounds as I go.
That's
that checks out. Honestly, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. for me.
Being one of your
That makes
character's moms, I can relate to that.
Yeah. And when Nori's literally as I go, I'm like making up shit, and then I look and I'm like, oh, this makes sense. I'm going with it.
Wait,
Isn't
you're
that
one of
nice,
her moms?
Mhm.
Kinda. Adoptive mom.
Actually, I'm two of her moms technically.
Yeah.
Voltron mom.
In the story, or just like because you helped create the person?
No, in the story,
In the story.
In the story, are you really her mom?
I played. Not really. I'm her adopted mom twice.
Yeah.
Two different
Oh.
characters.
And then Shane's kind of a mom,
Mom, dad,
too.
dad, mom.
Team, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
like,
No, what happened was when Nori looked at Zets and was like, "You're my mom
You're
now," and he
mine.
was like, "What the fuck?"
I feel like Kari's probably more like your bigger sister, not your mom.
This
Wine,
is
or
Yeah.
should be a
'Cause she
wine
did
on.
not like Kari, so yeah.
Wine bomb.
Wine on.
Invalid.
Considering Renori got drunk off wine hanging upside down while Kari was on a date.
Why not?
Do you trek for traps? No. She would not know how this works.
Ilaria's like the mom that you
She's
bring
a
dead bugs
child.
to and give her dead bugs, and she's like, "Oh, thanks," and then throws them in the trash.
We did. I gave her a spider
And
carcass.
you did give her a giant dead spider.
Among other things.
While Zetsun was terrified and staying behind everyone else.
Yes.
Which, I might add, is not a spell component that I will ever need.
Giant spider thorax.
what? It says I'm wrong.
What?
We had it pulled up last time, so you did it before.
Yeah, you were.
Error
in there,
404. Wrong.
No, Dean, on Google Chrome, it says the password I have to do on Google Chrome, and it says that the email I'm trying to use is wrong. Like the password to sign in.
Dude, how'd you get in last time?
I wasn't in last time.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I don't think I
'Cause
was.
Your token's in here, so you about had to have been.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, your
Then-
token stuff's already linked.
Then it must have, well, hold on. I think, alright. Bear with me one moment.
Well, I have the least amount of help.
I'm trying to think. Of,
Not my
Uh,
phone.
you have
I can always
to-
switch to my phone if I need to.
okay.
You guys have the same.
I live behind Stacy.
We have not played the same in the darkest.
Makes no sense.
No, thank you, spider.
Mm.
Weird not being the lowest health or AC. I'm so used to playing a wizard.
Then work.
Weird. Well, in class I said I would never play.
Okay. There we go.
Never said I would play spider, but maybe tells I think.
I really don't want to play a warlock. I don't know why.
That's fair.
They get a
It's
shit
fun.
ton of cantrips.
Yeah. They get the best cantrip.
Yes. Then if you take the right kind of warlock in certain sites,
Fuck that one guy all the fuck
was it
over there.
600 feet?
Yeah.
You can get Eldritch Blast to 600 feet.
Hey, Ferdinand has connected.
Wow.
Yay.
I just don't see the map. But
Loaded.
What?
Did you go to the...
No,
Back
he's
to the
it says he's
campaign.
in the thing.
Yeah, he's been in it. He's been in it. Because
Oh,
he
no,
joined
no,
last
no,
time.
Oh,
It
I'm
says
in.
you connect-
Alright.
On the
Yeah.
chat.
Hit
I'm
the
in.
Hit screen button because sometimes it drifts off into oblivion.
I'm here.
We just got Mark is away for a second.
Yeah, Mark's showing up, too.
No, he's in the thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But he
nerd.
just
I
said
wish
into
I was a
the
nerd.
chat.
Yeah, so he just got mine.
I am building a computer, but
Nice. That's pretty. No, it's cool to be nerds now.
It is.
Stressful, building a computer.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
Have
It's
you got
good
all
in
the
some ways,
parts?
bad in others.
What?
Have you got all the parts yet?
No. I'm waiting till Cyber Monday.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and everything. Actually, so I've been talking with a friend. Actually on my rugby team. Him and I are going to build it together. And like he was saying, like a lot of stuff, a lot of the prices are going down right now. So,
Graphics card, especially.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They're getting ready to come out with new stuff, is why.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm totally okay with some old stuff. I don't need all the new.
Alone. That's what things are.
Yeah.
I
Large.
built mine
Well,
in like an
even if it was,
in-between step.
they would still be real
So,
low.
Okay.
It's like a AR2 or something like that, AM2, and it only had like a
Almost.
brief lifespan, so there's not a lot of chips that mesh together with it. And so when I'm looking to upgrade everything, I basically have to build a whole new computer, and my computer's only 5 years old.
Much wood.
Oh, well, the nice.
I built it
Then-
2016, so it's a little bit old.
Yep.
Okay.
Crazy how
And the
fast
nice
things
thing, though,
outdate.
about building your computer is like you can do that whole like you can
Yeah.
you can like
I would hope so.
overhaul all these different components and parts and just, but you don't like have to, like, you still have the case, you still have the monitors and all that. You just have to piecemeal it.
That's a good point, man. Like, you can. It's super cheap and easy to get power supplies, hard drives, fans. So you can literally pick that stuff up off the side of the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So it's
you
yeah.
don't have to
I
buy
mean,
$100 power supply.
no.
Only time you
Okay.
have to if it's Razer, and because they have a very specific power port.
I did
Mine-
have to replace one, though.
From what we put together, mine's gonna cost a little bit, like maybe 2,000 altogether.
Good God
That's
damn.
not bad.
It's not too bad.
Not too
But-
bad.
So I'm looking. Well,
I mean, if you're getting a high-end computer.
it's a decent computer. Well, because also it's like I'm gonna build like a home office too, like for work.
I'll be right back. Grab my laptop and hey, can you grab my mouse? Yeah. Thank you.
God fucking damn it. My rolls ain't gonna do well tonight, guys. Should be on the table.
I want to go to a fair.
What?
Yes. I want to ride the Gravitron.
No! Not the Gravitron.
Hold on, let me grab my.
Definitely the Gravitron.
Makes me sick.
What about gravitrons?
Mark wants to go on the Gravitron.
Ding.
I'm out. Oh. You scrolls while you were walking.
Gravitron. DC 12.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Constitution.
Oh no.
No, what is my constitution?
Hopefully better than 12.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I doubt I'll roll above a 12. Actually, holy shit!
Oh shit, that
15.
reminds me.
The Christmas miracle.
Oh no, it's on there. Okay.
I will find my camera this week though, and I'll set it up so I'll have it for next week,
Well, thank you.
so you can see this glorious face.
I do actually think, yeah, we need to be able to see your face if you're gonna ride the Gravitron, so we can see screen like The joy. I do want. We should be able to see the joy in your face.
You have to use your imagination today.
I don't like it.
You don't like using your imagination while playing
Oh,
a
everyone
tabletop
has to
role-playing
think.
game.
That's a dangerous
I
thing.
hate imagination is the worstest.
Crab's head.
And why are you
And
playing
should
a
I use
game
my
about
baby teeth
magic?
dice, do you think?
Liam is so cool. Okay, Liam.
I mean,
Where are the baby teeth? I found them.
I don't think you realize you don't have to run that long.
That's good. Try it. You don't gotta run it that long. You have to push them down, hon. But don't push things down while it's running.
I think we can make it.
Don't want you chunking. Still, don't destroy whatever it is you're using. Push it down first, then garbage.
Let's see.
Are we doing all rolls digital, or is that not?
No,
What?
Okay.
no, we all do digital rolls unless you
Then
want
I'm
to.
using my
Darby does,
baby.
but she forgets she has physical dice.
I'm
Yes.
using my baby teeth.
It takes 9 hours.
Using your baby teeth, got it.
Using my baby teeth.
You can roll however you want. I feel like everybody's good. And, like, I don't know.
I only cheat sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean, never.
Only when it progresses the story or is cool, okay?
Only when I roll a nat one.
Only when it's absolutely
Yeah.
fucking necessary.
It's a 2. You got a 1, didn't you?
No.
I kind of went over some stuff. But it was pretty vague with everything. But I said some junk about whatever. I think the fair's just celebrating the millennia. It's the year 1000, and they got a big fair going because of it, and it's super rad, right?
Yeah, you said it marked like
800 years or some shit like that?
Yeah,
forget
they
about
won
that.
the war.
It's the yeah. It will simplify it. You know what I mean? It's the year 1000. We're having a big fair. It's kick ass,
Mhm.
right? So
Yep.
there's this big fair that is getting thrown. It's the Kingdom of Guardia, right?
Yep.
So I don't
My
know.
man,
How
hold
do
on.
you want to do this? You guys, you just want to start at the front of this fair?
Sounds good
Fuck
to
it.
me.
Whatever works for everyone else works for me.
Because we've got Ferdinand here. Are you there? You're there, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
Let's say you're at your home in the morning, down on the south side, like just outside of the city of Truce, where this is being held.
Okay.
Let's say it's pretty early in the morning before everything kind of gets going, and you hear a knock, rapping at your door.
Okay. Who is it?
And,
Or who? Yeah. Who is it? Or am I talking? Or am I still like?
Yeah,
Am I listening?
You hear a voice from the other side of the door, and she says, "It's Luca. What are you doing? Open the door. Come on, we're running late."
Okay. So then I'll just say, give me a moment. I have to finish my whittling and put my things away because I'm currently working on a toy. That's what I'm working on. So then I'll tell her, give me a moment, woman, and then
you're making another wooden horse in there, aren't you?
no, you can't see right now. Give me a minute, woman, and I'll be done.
All right. And
All right, so
you hear footsteps in the
I'll-
gravel, kind of walk away.
okay, so I'll see that woman's. Do really appreciate her. But right now I'm just trying to get my stuff done. Alright, I'll just put this away. So I'll put it away and go meet you outside.
And you'll step outside, and you'll see there's several of these very large crates next to this wagon. You will see like a short, thin woman. She's got kind of like some big thick glasses on, and then maybe like a little thing to drop down and magnify it. Real researcher type. She's got on like a big puffy coat and some mechanics gloves. And she looks over at you. And she says, "Come on, you said you were gonna help me load all this stuff up for the fair. I gotta get the thing all set up and built before I can present. So come help me out."
Okay. Yeah, I did promise you I would help you out. Fine. Let's do it.
And you guys load up.
I'll go walk over and help her out.
You guys load up some boxes into this wagon.
What are in these?
Oh, it's a surprise. I'll show you. You'll see. This This is the big thing I've been working on. I've been talking about.
All right.
You'll see. Just make sure you come by the show.
You know how much I
Come by the
don't
show,
like
right?
surprises. I'm gonna come, but I
Right,
don't
yeah.
like surprises.
All right. Oh, it's gonna be great. You got to see this.
I'm not excited, but whatever you say.
And she'll cart off, off towards the fair, off north of town a little bit. And I think we'll kind of fast forward here to the start of the fair. There's kind of music in the air, like fireworks are getting set off, balloons swing and ribbons in the air and stuff like that. As you come to this, let's see, and then the map should change to like a fair, right?
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yep, there it is.
and then
There it is.
so I don't know if everybody wants to kind of hold on. Let me get to everybody's whatever. So yeah, you'll see kind of like a hustle and bustle at a fair, and I think it's more of like a town square kind of deal. So more of like flagstone, decorated stone, something like that. So just envision that instead of grass, kind of like a paved area almost, where they got this set up. And you will see a lot of things. You'll kind of see centered is a foot race track, where you'll see several people kind of taking part in this foot race. And on the sidelines, you'll see some people kind of cheering them on and shouting out some names and such like that towards the people who are racing. Then they'll kind of gather at the end once the race is won and whatnot. And some people are moping, some are cheering. You'll see a bunch of other stuff of guys over there smacking one of the classic like hit the thing and the bell goes up and hits the bell. You know what I mean? So you got a bunch of stuff going on in this fair. It's yeah, everybody's kind of I guess at the entrance of this thing, and you got yeah, what's everybody doing?
That star has never seen a festival in her entire life. So she's just kind of standing there, awestruck, just like, what the fuck is this? So she has no idea what to do and is just standing there, dazed.
You'll see it's pretty busy as everybody's kind of going in and out of these tents and stuff. Let's see. And what was it N0 said you'd be playing maybe?
Yeah, I say she could, and Zero would definitely be trying to get up on the stage so she could play.
So, yeah, one of the things you'll see set up is the stage here in the back, which kind of be the brown area, where it's set up with like these kind of like I don't know, raw canned hides and stuff like that. More of an older look. Um, as they got some people banging on some almost like bongo drums as they're kind of like dancing, and they're doing like, oh, this was a old dance from back in the day at the dawn of time, and they're doing like a boogie, and it's kind of whole like themed like that. And then they're like people are dancing and whatnot, exchanging, they're rolling out kind of different people who are doing different things. um, and then they kind of you know take a step back and gear up for the next show and stuff like that. So they got a little small gaps in between where people are, we'll say, they're getting up and singing and doing their thing. Yeah, kind of having a good old time. Um,
Danzier would probably look for someone that's just singing by themselves, like doesn't have anyone accompanying them, and just go along and try and accompany them with music because she doesn't sing.
Yeah, I think there's for like maybe there's a little girl there who's kind of like singing off by herself, and she's kind of sitting there chilling, um, among with other people who are kind of singing along as there's no instruments going right now.
I would say Rhaenyra is probably watching the show, the musicians, just kind of standing off to the side.
Yeah, as everybody's hanging out there. You think is that where everybody would be enjoying the show? You think?
Yeah, I think that's where I'd be too.
I'm
So,
up definitely dancing because she's never heard like the. I was gonna assume the pavement's gonna be different enough. She's never heard her hooves make these noise, and she's gonna kind of, in a way, be tap dancing without knowing she's tap dancing.
Set Star's going to see the tap dancing centaur, and having never seen a centaur in her entire life before, there's a lot of things that she's not familiar with. And so she's gonna like kind of slowly mosey on over just because she's morbidly curious about what's going on, even though she's a bit apprehensive of this large crowd of strangers and unknown races to her.
She's gonna notice you kind of moseying up to her, and she's gonna come up to you and be like, "Oh my, you have wonderful hair! It is such a pretty color. I've never seen such a color of hair before."
Uh, thank you. What? This might sound rude, but what are you? I'm sheltered. I don't know what you are.
I don't know what you are either. And I'm gonna look down at myself, and I'm gonna do like a little turn and be like, "I'm a centaur."
Sorry, that is a word I'm familiar with. Sorry, I'm awkward.
Oh no, you're lovely.
So it starts. No face is now just a light pink, but it's darker than it should because of how pasty she is. She's just like, how do I continue this conversation?
He's gonna ask, what are you? I've never seen
Oh,
such eyes.
I believe we're called Asimir. We're relatively close to humans, but as you pointed out, we're a little off.
Do you currently have wings, or no?
Asimars do have wings, but said Star would not be showing them right now. They're temporary.
Okay.
So she just looks like this really tall, gangly human with lilac hair and gold eyes and star markings on her face.
Okay. She's like, would you like to dance with me?
I suppose pose.
And she's not going to give you a chance. She's going to just grab your hands and start dragging you to the dance floor.
Sudstar will just go with it, very confused that this centaur lady is just dragging her along.
Yes. I'm shorter than you.
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6'3". Very tall centaur
Yes.
lady.
And she's only 5'9", so.
Isn't it customary to exchange names? Is that how society works?
I'm not sure either. This is my first time ever being in town.
Same. I'm Sudstar.
Lauren, I gotta say the last name. Dershindinwald. I come from the forest. Where do you come from?
Very far from the mountainous region. Very, very far. I suppose I can give you my last name as well. My full name is Sudstar Ravarin. And despite awkwardly being dragged to the dance floor, you'll notice that despite not exactly knowing what she's doing, Sudstar is very light and graceful on her feet. Almost as if she seems to be a dancer, but she's just very dexterous. Little boogie.
What's Anzira doing?
And Zira's still just like she's kind of like staying towards the outskirts of the crowd, but still trying to stay within view. I'd say she's trying to mix a little bit of magic into her playing without causing too much of a scene. Just like minor illusions within her music. But again, not singing because she doesn't sing. Just trying to accompany melodies that she hears along the way as she moves.
What about Ferdinand?
So Ferdinand's on the side clapping. And he's just like really like getting into it and just having a lot of fun, just like ha, and just like really enjoying the whole scene. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm just really enjoying the music, clapping along with the beat.
Ma'am.
Just like just what?
Just kind of jamming.
Just jamming, just really enjoying the whole beat.
Rhaenyra, you said something similar to that too?
Yeah, I would imagine that a centaur tap dancing would be a spectacle. So she's kind of just watching that, and she has like a small little half smile on her face, just watching everyone have fun.
Yeah, and as you're all kind of sitting there, doing your things, you're kind of gathered in this little area of this show. And Zira, as you're sitting there playing, you feel basically a good bump, a crash into you from behind, and you hear "Oh no!" as you turn and see a young blonde woman fall to the ground. And she seems to have not been paying attention. She's kind of bumped into y'all's area and has fallen over. And she looks up and she's, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then she like reaches for her chest and she's like, "Oh wait, what? Where is it?" And she begins to like look around on the ground frantically. She's all like, "What? Where's my?"
While mildly panicking, because you're just like, well, it's okay, it's okay. What did you lose?
My pendant. It was around my neck and it's a family heirloom and I don't know where it is. I must have fell off when I bumped into you. And she's kind of like searching around.
And Zara, I guess, just to avoid having to talk anymore, is going to start helping her search. And even though she doesn't know what the fuck she's looking for, she's just looking for anything necklace-like on the ground.
Roll a perception.
10.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you my rolls ain't gonna do shit tonight.
Yeah, I think average is good enough. As you see, kind of on the opposite side of where she's looking, you will see the silver pendant kind of laying on the grass or on the stone.
And Zara will quickly go and swipe it up before anyone can step on it. Turn and hand it back up. Is this it?
Oh, that's the one. Thank you so much. And it's kind of
Yeah, no problem.
blue gemmed silver pendant she throws it up over her neck. And she kind of looks to y'all and she's like, you all look like you're having fun. I'm from the city to the south. And I haven't been this way before. You wanna show me around at the fair?
I could do my best. This is only about my second time being here. It changes, but I can do my best. She's kind of like looking to the side and avoiding eye contact and rubbing the back of her neck.
Was that directed at everyone?
I think so, yeah, because everybody's kind of like nestled up in the group. And she's whatever, mistaking everyone for being together.
Sets there look over like, oh, I don't know the city. This is my first time here as well.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. We'll have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Look over there. Let's see what the races are all about. You want to hit the bell? You look big. I bet you can hit the bell good, pointing at Ferdinand.
Oh, I can definitely hit that bell. I'm gonna, and then I just hit it.
You want to go over there and check it out?
Yeah, I just go over there and just hit it and just want to see what the sound makes.
Yeah, she follows you over there, and you go up to this thing, and there's a guy standing.
One of the strongman thing.
Yeah, strongman thing, and yeah, this guy's standing there. We'll say a dwarf man, and he's like, ring the bell, win some points. Let's see. He's like, hit the bell, win 1 silver point. You can exchange them for goodies at the merch tent over there. And he points over to one of the tents, kind of centered in the middle there.
How much is it to hit a bell? Good sir.
Everything's free. And it hands you this big mallet.
All right, I'll take it in one hand and just like put it down, just very lightly. I mean, I'll hit the bell. I'll just like boom. I'm expecting him to like, oh, okay, and he hits it, and I would expect it to go all the way up, but it's your story.
No, you tell me. Like, are you smacking? Are you pulling your punches on this thing? Is that what you're saying?
I'm pulling my punches and I don't want to break it, but yeah, I'm just hoping that and then just or maybe yeah, it depends. I'm thinking I'm going to go all the way up, so we can definitely see what happens because I'm expecting just a light one for it to go all the way up.
If you want to hit this thing and see how high you can get it, roll athletics.
All right, let's see. All right, is it the big dice that I'm supposed to roll with this one?
Yes. The
right.
D20 plus your modifier for athletics.
This would be hilarious if it has anyone seen the TikTok with what's it called? Gandalf?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're playing D&D and he's he's fighting the demon and he falls down and he's like, yeah, just get back up. Oh, okay, so nothing's holding me down from getting back up. Nope. So the demon's whip doesn't have a hold of me. Nope. I can just pull myself up. Yep. And he just rolls and it's a 1.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So that's what I'm like thinking. Like, what if I just accidentally just like rolled a 1? That'd be hilarious.
That'd be funny.
Do it.
That would be funny. Let's see what I actually roll. Well, unfortunately, I got a 14, so I don't think.
Is that what you rolled, or is that with your modifier?
So with my modifier, hold on, sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Because now I have to go back to my character.
You can open it on the map by hitting sheet.
Oh, really?
Yep, there's a button that says sheet.
Oh. So mine is so 17.
17.
Is what I have.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, as you smack this thing, you come down on it with some good weight, and you smack it, and bing, you hit the bell all the way at the top. And he's all like, "Good man!" And he hands you a card, and he marks it off with a little mark, and he's all like, 1 silver point.
Nice. I'm gonna give it to the little. I'm gonna give it to the little kid.
You guys say she's like maybe a teenage girl or something like that.
All right.
And she says, "Oh yeah, my name's Marley."
Hi, Marley. Do you want a point?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see how many we can get.
All right. Well, you'll take this one. Would you like to try the hammer?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's try it. And then she'll, as her super commoner ass, smacks this thing, and she gets it up a decent amount of the way, almost a little bit over halfway, and she's like, "Whew, man, I'm not as strong as you are."
Yeah, not many are. But that's okay. That's okay. You did your best.
Yeah, and you'll see a bunch of different kind of games going on. You'll see a drinking game, the races. Looks like there's some action over there. And several of the tents are lit up, and you can see some signs over them. One of them says the Mimic Tent, and another one says, let's see, fight the amazing Gato, let's see, the sparring robot, or something like that. I'll say, but fight Gato, the sparring robot, and another one.
And Zira's gonna see a sign that says Mimic Tent and fucking beeline, not care. She doesn't really know anyone she's with right now, so she's just like, okay, bye, beelining for the fucking Mimic Tent.
Setsu's curious, having heard about mimics from a few of the other monks that had made journeys, so she follow. Once again, morbidly curious. To the Mimic Tent.
And Marley will kind of
Mimic
be like,
tent?
let's go check it out. Yeah, where they're going. And she kind of like beckons to everybody, like, come on.
Go back and just see everyone following, like, oh shit. So immediately head back down, but still heading in the way she was headed.
Yeah,
I'll say for some flavor, Rhaenyra is following them, but like a little bit at a distance, and she's just kind of walking slowly, a few paces behind them.
Sus.
Does feel a little suspect. But isn't he the mother of some people in here anyway?
No. That was for a different campaign.
Oh, sorry.
Not this one.
That's funny.
She is no one's mother.
Doing it again. Yeah, you'll come to this tent, and you'll come inside, and it's dark, and there's kind of almost like a dungeon gate kind of wooden facade built up in the back of it, and you'll see a dark cloaked figure. Maybe he's got like a spooky like witch's hat on, but it's a little tiny gnome, and he's all like, "Welcome to the Mimic Tent." And he says, "Mimic your magic reflection win points, and he kind of points over towards the gate as this mirror kind of slides out, and he like points to you to go ahead and try it.
Wait, points to who?
Whoever, everybody, the group, whoever came in. You, right? You'd come in first, right?
I was gonna say, I guess that Zero would be there first, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
already
Zero.
behind.
Zero just gonna kind of like glance at him for a moment, then look to the mirror.
And you'll you'll put your eyes on this mirror, and as your reflection, the eyes meet, there'll be like a facsimile of you or whatever, like a simulacrum that kind of
Oh God!
from the mirror, right, and like a perfect reflection of you. And this this gnome says, mimic the doll's reflections and win the prize. And the doll will quickly lift its right hand up. Roll a perception.
Okay. Perception?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, 17.
Yeah, as you'll throw your right hand quick up, and you'll see pretty much right as you do that, it spins around one time in a circle. Roll perception again.
Same thing again, 17.
Yeah, as you quickly spin around to match the doll's reflection. And then it nods its head a couple times when it stops. Roll perception.
Ooh, nice. 22.
Yeah, as you stop spinning and nod your head, and the little gnome says, "Well done," and ticks off five ticks onto a silver point card for you.
They're like, and step back so if anyone else wants to try the can, well, examining the card.
Said Star is not as enticed anymore.
Was it the creepy doll?
Yeah, she's not too fond of the
I
doll.
will say, Zero's very, very curious about that fucking mirror and as to why it can mimic people.
Said
like
Star
eyeing it from the
pulled
side.
back out.
It's
Just like,
company secrets.
Eyeing the mirror, she wants to know.
What's going down?
as Star backs out of the tent, he's gonna kind of like look around again. Not really knowing what you're supposed to do at a festival, so she just stands there, really not knowing where to go.
I would also say if you were backing out, you probably would have ran into Rhaenyra.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you were looking where you were going.
That's true. Despite being socially awkward, would always be watching around, so she would have probably noticed you out of her peripherals and stepped around like, oh, sorry.
She just nods her head and says, "It's all right."
Says Star will kind of just awkwardly shuffle off to the side.
So as Zero's leaving the tent, she's got to pass by both of these fuckers. Not making eye contact, eyes down, just, sorry. Just kind of weaseling her way through.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Fuckers.
Oh, that was unintentional on my part.
And then Marley's all like, "Man, you guys are quiet, huh?" And all right, well, let's go see what's going on. And follows you outside the tent as you go to leave.
We don't really know each other. You kind of just bumped us all up. What? That one?
Oh, you didn't know each other?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, this is fun.
He's weird.
What other kind of attractions are there at the festival?
Let's see.
I feel
They
like
said
Corin probably wouldn't have went into the tent. I feel like she's gonna be claustrophobic.
mimic tent.
She's
You'll
so
see several food stands, stuff like that. There's some candy stands set up. You'll see several people walking around. Let's see. There's the beer chug, the bell ringing, the robot fight, the races, which is a thing you can bet on. Um, there's two tents where you can spend these silver points. So you'll see a couple of those where people are kind of exchanging their silver points that they've won at the fair for various things, trinkets and whatnot. Ferdinand, you think some of your toys would be there?
My toys haven't come out to the public yet.
No? Oh.
No.
It's
They
just a
got
house full of toys that have been collecting dust.
Creepy dolls.
not, I just so far I don't think the public's liked my because I feel like the people here aren't too friendly to me, so they aren't because I am a guy walking around with horns and I look like I am a demon. So
Tiefling, so is Inzira.
yeah, so they're not too they haven't been too friendly about my toys yet. I think in the past I tried to give a kid a toy and his mom got scared.
Mm.
Yeah. It was not nice. So
Well, Inzira's gonna turn and give the card with 5 points to what was her name?
Marley?
Marley? Yeah,
Marley.
Marley.
Yeah, 6 points.
As it is handing this kid prizes.
Zira has no interest in that. She just came to play music. Now she's surrounded by women.
Yeah, pretty women at that.
Is there any like animals around, like a little petting zoo?
Sure, yeah. They got a cool petting zoo set up kind of off in the quarter. They've got some kids over there petting, what you would think some small baby farm animals, and such. Maybe some maybe calmer wild animals.
I think that's where Rhaenyra would go. Maybe over to the animals, probably.
Because which character? Can you pronounce your character's name again?
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra. Yeah. Since Set Star's just not completely relaxed and just constantly keeping an eye, will catch Rhaenyra's movement and watch where she goes for a moment, and then upon seeing the animals as well, that would pique her interest, and she would follow, curious to see what animals that might be available to pet.
What do you think would be there? What's cool stuff at the petting zoo? There's definitely like a llama for sure, right? Yeah. Your farm
A llama?
animals. Little sheep. He's
He's supposed to be dead.
Definitely be petting sheep.
Like I am a petting zoo.
No,
You
I
said you
was
don't.
I feel like I would like go in and I'd have so many kids like swarm me, and I would just be giving them all rights
Oh yeah, they love it.
and loving it. Yes.
You come in and every kid that notices you just lights up like it's the winter solstice, and they're like, oh, and they just scatter you as you come into this petting zoo.
Zira is probably looking for smaller animals. Ones that she can hold,
Little
distract
bunnies.
herself.
There's like
Are there
the
any
bunny hut off in the corner along the fence.
Are there any cats?
Oh yeah, man. There's cats that are just like chilling. He's like one little. There's like a tabby up top of the bunny hut, and he's just chilling, like looking down, like if I wasn't
That's
so lazy.
I was like, yes, tasty bunny.
Set Star would definitely try to because there would be cats that roam her monastery, and she is very fond of cats.
Yeah, roll animal handling.
Boy.
Is this cat?
Wisdom.
Reroll, but that's
Yeah.
cocky shit.
Ooh, 7.
What did you say? 7?
7. Oh
7?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It lets you pet it twice, and then it hisses at you.
That's up for most tabbies.
The moment Anzira gets near the bunny hut, she starts sneezing uncontrollably.
Oh, but you okay?
No!
I think you might be allergic to bunnies.
Still sneezing.
And since there's not awkwardly put hands on your shoulders and gently move you away from the bunnies. And see if you stop sneezing.
Takes a minute, but eventually it does subside. For your guys' reference, I am heavily allergic to rabbits.
Oh no.
Rhaenyra would, after seeing the cat hiss and get all feisty, she would walk over and she would start petting it to calm it down.
Roll animal handling. It's all angry now.
19.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you maybe find its little sweet spot as it
Oh, just kidding. It was 21. Sorry.
as
I'm
it,
bad at
as
math.
it does
He's
it does
better.
that thing where it nudges up back against you, you know?
Butt scritches.
Starts purring.
So yeah, she would just pet it to calm it down, and then just keeps petting it. She's a druid. She likes animals. Okay.
The star will eventually remove her hands. But oh, sorry. It's let them linger for longer than necessary.
Purple.
Oh, okay, you're pulled out. Okay, I don't understand your kind. It's fine. Whatever you are.
Tiefling.
Racist.
I've been tiefling before. Fine. Common thing.
It's just avoiding all eye contact, not looking at her.
Sethstar's also not making eye contact because she's socially awkward and doesn't know how to handle people outside her monastery. So she's like, I'm just gonna go over there. And awkwardly toddles off back to the sheep.
Sheep are sitting there doing their sheep thing. Meh. 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 There's two little rams, and they're smacking their heads up against each other, or they're trying to, but they're super babies, so it's just enough to make a clack.
Super
I
cute.
will pet the sheep, the baby rams. Busy myself with giving affection to the baby rams.
They're super fluffy.
So they haven't been trimmed yet?
No, maybe it's maybe they're in their first year or something, whatever it would be, right?
Nice.
They're just getting their little coats or something. I don't know nothing about sheep.
Yeah,
Let's
coats.
just say that.
My impression is lost. I think probably after petting the animals, I'm guessing you said they're bedding around the racetrack.
Yeah, you'll see. It's a foot race, and you'll see several people are racing around this track, and it appears that people are betting on it.
Okay, so I'm guessing there's cheers and people disappointed, so that would pique Rhaenyra's interest, so she would walk over to see what's going on over by the races.
You'll come up to the ring and you'll see, there's a bunch of people on the sides kind of watching the race. You'll see 4 racers kind of running around this track. You'll see one dude who looks like a town guard as he's running around, besides a bullywug basically. So like a
Neat.
frog man who's kind of running around this thing. He's wearing some clothes and stuff. Looks like a civilized gentleman. There is a cat who's kind of running along the track as well with them. Let's say a bright orange cat. And there is what looks like some an army infantry guy, and they're all engaged in this foot race. And,
Like an actual cat or like a tabaxi?
yes, a cat, an actual cat. So
Okay.
this the guy's standing there. He's all like, place your bets, place your bets. Who's gonna win? The green ambler, pointing over at the bullywug. The steel runner, he's pointing at the guy in the guard looking guy. Cadillac, the cat, and the GI jogger, the infantry guy. Who's gonna win? Place your bets. And people are kind of gathering around, doing that.
Are they betting like
Well,
actual money or is it the points?
It's the points.
Oh, I don't have any points.
And she runs up and she says, I want to bet 2 points. And what do you think she should bet on? What do you think?
Rhaenyra looks and she looks over at the cat and she makes like the little fingers to make the cat come over to her. The little cat fingers.
Yeah.
And then as she's petting it, she uses speak with animals and she tells it to win the race and then she casts guidance on it. So it gives like a little, and then she says, "You should bet on the cat."
Oh, okay. And she puts in the bet. And everybody places their bets. And yeah, the cat looks over at you and gives you a little wink. And she's like, "Go!" And the cat springs forward. And I'm not even gonna roll because you give this cat guidance. And it takes off sure-footed around this course, gaining a good lead right off the bat in front of everybody, circling around and just winning this thing by a country mile. As Marley cheers, "Yay!" And the guy up the stand is Cadillac. Who would have thought? Every time. And everybody's cheering, and a lot of people look disappointed. They're like, "The cat, really, man?"
Who's voting against the cat?
And yeah, and she essentially doubles it. So that'd be 10. So she got 10 points. Yeah, total of 10 points now. She's like,
Wow.
yeah.
This kid has a lot of points.
All thanks to us.
It's probably like, when you go to the arcade and you think you have a shit ton of tickets and you walk up to the counter and you can really only afford like the spider rings.
Yeah.
An eraser.
Sticky handed.
Yeah.
This kid sounds like she's a hustler, really, because she's getting all the points from random. Because technically, we haven't really met
You
each
started
other.
it by giving her the original point.
I'm not saying I'm not someone who can be hustled. I am someone who can be hustled. Ferdinand's definitely someone who can be hustled.
Seen his character sheet. Yeah, no, you're right.
That star hasn't done anything. So she hasn't been hustled. I don't think she would.
And Sarah just didn't give a shit.
No. Star just doesn't understand the fair anyway, so it wouldn't matter to her.
Are there any music competitions going on?
Sure. Yeah, as you'll maybe there's a sign out front and it says it said 11 o'clock music competition, so you would have known about that.
Mm-hmm. Because Zero would definitely want to take part in that.
After a couple of hours of hanging out and running around.
After petting the sheep, Sudstar will wander out of the petting zoo. And we'll spot the sparring robot. And we'll decide to at least approach and ask what the sparring robot is about. Like what the rules are for that.
Who you asking?
Whoever's running the event.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Um. Gotta move some stuff around. Yeah, there'll be a guy out there. And he'll say you just scrap with the robot and you'll win 15 points. Um,
Mm.
but if you lose, you don't win anything. And he's a tough robot. I think maybe it's a human kind of hanging out there at front. Um, and inside this tent, you'll see kind of maybe he's about 10 feet tall. Has anybody watched Dragon Ball Super?
Yes.
Not in a long time.
So the robot basically who Vegeta fights in the big thing, but basically a big like egg shaped body, very round stumpy arms that come down to big clumpy hands, with more of like a dome on top rather than a head, with some short stumpy legs. Um,
Hmm.
basically see this kind of hefty fighting robot there.
Star will stand off to the side, just wants to observe someone fighting it first. Just to kind of see how this thing works. But be
Okay,
smart
yeah,
enough to like move off to the side as not make it obvious that she's, trying to gain intel on this thing.
you'll see a couple of teenage boys come rolling up, and they're like, "Stupid robot, we're gonna break this thing like it's nothing." And they come rolling up, um, and you'll see them not in that window. I made a thing. Let me see. But you'll see they come into this tent, and they put their dukes up, and they run up and start bashing on this thing, and you'll hear the metal kind of tung 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 as they're beating on it, and this robot just kind of like smacks them one good time as they kind of like fall to the ground. They're like ooh, and they go running out of the tent, and the guy up front, he's like, better luck next time.
By watching that, and would I be able to? Can I make a attempt to make an insight check to see if I think I'd have a good chance at fighting this thing?
Yeah. Um, roll. Yeah, you can roll insight.
12?
Um, it looks pretty. Let me see. It looks pretty tough for you.
Mm,
It looks pretty tough.
mm,
I mean,
not,
it's a
not
big
gonna
metal
risk it.
robot.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume no weapons would be allowed, just my fist.
Oh no, you use whatever you need. This thing could take a beating.
Hmm.
Yeah, Lucas built this thing real sturdy.
I've never seen anything like this before. Is this a common thing around these parts, or is this completely new?
Well, Lucas, she lives outside of town to the south. She's this crazy inventor. She's always making new things. It's wild. It's wild. You should see this pop gun she's got. It's crazy. But yeah, sometimes it helps.
I might be back later.
Yeah,
Said Star will make her way away. Waiting for it. She'll probably head back towards the music area. contemplating on if she wants to try the fight the robot. She's tempted, but at the same time, she's like,
And
not gonna risk it right now.
I think by now the the music competition is starting. As you're walking up to this thing, and you kind of hear the announcer go off. Time for the music competition. Everybody gather around and bring your instruments and whatnot. As he beckons everyone over.
And Zira's looking through her instruments, trying to decide which one to use. Settle on flute.
How do I know?
Vern's gonna pull out her bagpipe.
No. Ding, 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 ding.
Instruments.
Yes. And Zira will just go to where she needs to go, so when it's her turn to go, she can.
And yeah, they basically beckon everybody up on stage, and he's all like, "All the players, come on board!" And you'll see a young woman with a viola. We'll say she comes up there, and then another guy who's got a drum, and then somebody who's maybe got he's dragging up an old cello. As you'll see a couple people start to come up on stage to compete.
Zira will follow them up.
Yep.
You're still all bashful.
No, as long as she's not talking directly to a woman, she's fine. So right now, she's completely in her element. She's good. She's not looking directly at anyone in particular, just kind of looking out over the crowd.
Vern's probably chatting with everybody, whoever she's next to in line, asking like random questions that are probably a little bit uncomfortable for people to answer.
Are they before, like all excited and whatnot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just kind of the chick with the viola, probably standing there, and she's like, "Okay, all right," and like that's kind of like the face she's making. As the guy says, "All right, first up, this one here with the bagpipes, and go ahead and play your song. If you
Yeah.
do a performance check, and then tell me what that looks like."
Oh, good God, I have no charisma. This is fun. Ready? And go. So, a 9.
And Zira is covering her ears.
What do you think a 9 looks like?
Maybe like high school band practice.
You feel personally attacked by that, Darby?
Like freshman year band.
I'd have been acceptable had you said middle school.
Yeah, some of us started in middle school, okay?
Like I said, well, no, you're not just starting. You can tell you know the song, but it's not the best.
Few off keynotes in there.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing the bad penny whistle solo. Played exclusively on recorder. Oh no.
Cross buns.
It's just on a cross button.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
just
good.
simple notes played over and over.
Thanks.
Nothing fancy.
Oh, after they're done, kind of like wincing, he's all like, "Yes, yes, very very good. Next up," and he kind of points to the lady with the viola. and she plays a very pleasant melody from the viola, and everybody's light golf clap as ooh ah. And next up is this guy with the drums, and he's just playing. It's basically jazz, as it's super offbeat, and everybody's like, okay, as because it's obviously not a jazz bar, so normal people are like, all right, this is weird, as he just doesn't quite, grab everybody. Who's this other guy with the big cello? Yeah. Um, and he starts to play this real deep, somber melody, as everybody's kind of gripped, and they're like, "Oh, okay, all right." And then finally he gets to, and Zira gets down to you, as he's all like, "And the last one." And roll a performance. Tell me what that looks like.
Not good, but it was a natural 20. So 24. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I was like, what is it? What is it?
That's the one.
It's good.
Very nice. Very nice.
So 24 total. God, I almost choked. I was like, by the look on your face, I was like, that has to be a 20. It was either a 20 or a 1. Yeah. But, basically, Anzira would just start playing a tune that isn't really familiar to anybody else with that wouldn't really know anything about like deep magical history. It's somber but upbeat, and as she's playing, her face is kind of glimmering a little bit.
Said Star is enchanted.
And she's putting a little bit of magic into the music itself to make like wisps of pink appear around her as she plays.
Thorns and tears crying.
Said Star is just in the back, just staring with a very dazed but delighted look.
And Zira's aware of none of this because she's too into playing.
Look for the best.
Mm-hmm. That's about it. And she's just gonna play until she finishes the tune and let it slowly fade out.
Rhaenyra is very impressed.
Yeah, and
Elian's trying to.
everybody is gripped by this, and they're super into it, as you've just caught everybody, and they are ensorcelled in your music here, and even the announcer's like, "Oh my dear sweet, can we get a hand?" And everybody starts cheering, and makes quite the scene out of it. As basically needed a natural 20 to beat this other chick's roll. It was very good. And he says, "Grand prize," and he hands you a ticket, and it has 50 silver point marks on it.
Wow.
Damn!
Damn.
Zero. Just for flavor, we'll do a big bow, like, thank you, and then quickly leave the stage after noticing that everyone is staring at her.
Yeah. Thorn's gonna run up to you and like grab you and like spin you in a circle, and be like, "Oh my goodness, that was so wonderful!"
Thank you!
Marley runs up. "I know, right? Oh my god, that was great.
Said
You
Star's
play
just
really
watching.
good."
Thanks. Her face turns like almost purple again because she's got blue skin. When she blesses her, she turns purple, not pink.
What's wrong with your face?
It's flat.
Is there something on the ground?
No.
Okay.
Pink.
I would say Rhaenyra would also come up and she would say, "You played very well. That was quite impressive."
Thank you.
Said Star's just awkwardly standing a distance away.
My game broke.
and is just looking in the general direction, but does not approach. She's like, I'm awkward, and I can tell that tiefling is awkward as well. And da 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 da.
High charisma, bad with the ladies.
Only ladies.
But now that you have some points, did you
Yes.
want to check out spending some points? Because about this time, you're gonna hear an announcer say, "Everybody, what did I say? Everybody gather! Luca's ready for her grand presentation of her new machine." As they holler for basically everybody come see this grand presentation she's putting together.
And Zero would probably take Marley to go look at the prizes quick before joining the others, since we're joining the crowd to see what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, and you come up. And I think there's a couple of vendors there, side by side. You'll see an older gentleman who sports kind of some blue robes, big thick mustache, and some beady glasses. And behind him, he's got a display of weapons. And he's got a sign above him that says Metalsmith. And next to him is another tent, and above it is a sign that says Prize Tent. And basically, there's these two vendors, along with like some food and stuff like that. There's a balloon cart.
So, and Zero would just look to Marley and be like, yeah, I'm over here for you. What?
And she says, look at the price tent over here." And she's pointing at several things. You'll see a crystal is kind of sitting up there, and she's like, "That's only 10 points." And there's a really nice set of dice. That's only 1 point. And you'll see several things like that. There's a disguise kit, a chess, drum, lamp, so like a lantern.
Lamp.
There's a loot, some cards, and they also have some potions of healing, which are 50 points.
How many?
Everything's kind of varying prices. 50 for
50.
For a potion of healing. So it's essentially gold.
Yeah.
So the disguise kit is 25, pack of cards 5, loots 35, lanterns 5, drum 6, chest 1. And you'll see basically the same thing for the sword vendor. He says to you, the main's Melchior. I've got a shop over in the next continent to the east. Come see me sometime. I'll give you a discount if you can make your way over there. As he's kind of peddling his blades over here.
Keep that in mind. But and look to Marley. Was there anything you wanted from the prize tent?
How many things are on there? That's so close. I want the crystal. The crystal looks really nice.
Because she had what, 10 points?
10 points, yeah. Yeah, there you go. She's just like, I'm gonna get a crystal, and she gives the guy the points, and he's like, here you go, and it's a cool, like a cool big quartz crystal. You like finger size, you know what I mean? Cool witchy crystal, and she's like, ooh.
As cool as that disguise kit is, I think I'll have to go with the healing potion because it's always nice to have 3 fucking healing potions so I don't have to spend the gold on them later.
Yeah.
We'll say it's a young elf woman. She's all like, oh yes, I brewed those myself. They're very good.
Before I take, am I allowed to look at it?
Oh yeah. There you
Can I make some sort of check on it to make sure it's actually a healing potion?
go. Yeah.
What would you want me to roll for that?
Like a nature check? Maybe just a wisdom in general? Is nature intelligence? That's wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 11?
11? I mean, yeah, I mean, it looked like healing. It looks like a healing potion.
It's like a healing potion to make out of
It's
it.
like a healing potion.
Alright, I'll take the healing potion.
I mean, how many have you seen, really?
Fair enough.
Yeah, and everybody starts to gather up to this presentation, this grand presentation for the fair.
I probably would have grabbed Sid Star's hand and like rushed over there.
Oh, okay. Ah, why are my skills over there now? Following. There we go. And then
I feel like I would
Zero
have
will-
children following me too.
Zero will head over with Lily after they're done getting their prizes.
All right. So if everybody heads over there, you'll see everybody kind of come up and they gather around. And up on the other side of basically, I don't know, kind of this large open area in the square. Maybe it's kind of divided by some shrubbery or some large hedges or something, so you come into like another square center. But you'll come up and you will see a large machine that stands centered between two smaller metal pads. The large machine full of whirring dials. Let's see, I got words. Exposed internal wires, vacuum tubes, heat sinks, switches. The pads, they're platformed metal bases with kind of a blue glass on top of them. And the tops are like leveled, so they're like 1 foot tall, step up, glass topped pads essentially. And there's one on each side of this large machine in the middle. And they're all connected by a bunch of thick cables and wires and stuff coming up based from the central machine to the two pads. And you'll see Lucas standing there with kind of an older gentleman. And she's like, "Gather around, everybody! I'm gonna show you my newest invention, the telepad, and it's gonna revolutionize travel everywhere, and it's gonna make wagons obsolete, and all that good stuff." And she goes over and starts messing with the dial, and she says it takes one thing from over here and points at the one pad, and she says puts it over here and points at the other pad. And she says, here, we'll show you. And the older gentleman walks over and gets on to the pad on one side. And she goes over and she messes with some switches. And there's a big bright flash. And he kind of disappears from one side. And basically another blinding flash from the opposite side appears on the next pad over. And everyone cheers. Yeah, that's amazing. Holy cow. She's like, thank you. And she looks out to the crowd and she says, so, any volunteers?
You said it was a person that got teleported one side to the other, right?
Yeah, the older gentleman, yeah.
Does he look okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks fine. He steps down, takes a little bow.
Okay.
Oren's hand will probably be up immediately, and she's like all giddy and excited.
Said Star will remain where she was dragged to originally, as she is apprehensive about this stranger's work.
I'm guessing this is like the first time we've ever seen anything like this before.
Probably.
So
Yeah.
Rhaenyra is just like amazed, like she has no idea. She's like, "What the heck?" But she's not volunteering to do it.
And Zira's doing her best, like look closely at it without moving forward, trying to study it from a distance. But
Anybody jumping on it?
Oh, I would volunteer
Yeah.
for sure.
You. Uh,
Blindly, she just thinks it's fun.
Says, oh, well, all right then. Aren't you a rare
Would I
sight?
fit? Would I fit on it? Is the question.
And she says, oh yeah, we'll make it work. Just make sure you stand right here in the middle. And she kind of points to the middle. She says, here we go, and beep boop boops on the thing. And you'll see some things spin up and some whirring dials and whatnot, and then another blinding flash, and then another one on the other side as you appear back over it. And you feel like a little like tingle, but aside from that, everything's fine.
She is just cackling and like so happy, and she's like, again.
and Marley comes running up and she jumps on this thing and she's like, "Oh man, that looks like so much fun! I want to go."
Oh no, I'm nervous.
And Luca's like, "Okay, all right, ready, everyone?" And she boopy boops, and the things like turn up, woo, 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 and there's not a blinding flash as her pendant starts to glow and sort of flare with this energy. And you see it kind of arc in between the machine and the rest of the metal parts and stuff like that in the machine. As there's almost like looking at heat on the road from a distance, there's almost like a wavy sheen in kind of the air behind her as it kind of almost folds out from the inside, opening up into basically like a void, right as the rift kind of gets wider and wider. And she's like, "What's happening? What's going on?" And she is pulled into this rift as the machine starts to whir down, and it kind of seals closed behind her. Uh, and Lucas sits there quiet for a moment, and she's like, "All right, everybody, thank you for coming. That was all right. Thank you. That's all. Show's over."
Where is the little girl?
what the
And,
fuck?
um, um, I gotta see numbers.
Hand is ready to grab quarterstaff, not liking this whatsoever.
Said Star. You will see that on the pad there lays the blue gemmed pendant.
I'm gonna quickly. Well, my hand is still lingering near my quarterstaff and like keeping an eye on Luca. Don't touch your machine. And I'll go over and
I
I'll
don't know
pick
what's
up.
going on.
I'll pick up the pendant. Does it look different from how I saw it on around Marley's neck?
No, it looks the same. And it doesn't really look like from the energy and stuff coming off of it and kind of like the almost electric arcing and stuff that it did. Like it looks fine. You would expect it to be maybe burnt or something or look weird, but it's like fine.
And the gem's not glowing or anything?
No.
You made the damn thing. What happened?
As people are kind of leaving and shuffling out, she comes over and she's like, I don't know. I think for some reason I think that thing messed with my machine.
And Zira's gonna. Would Zira be able to hear this?
I I mean,
Where
she's
she's
speaking
still.
softly, but maybe away from the crowd. So if you'd come up close, probably.
Well, I mean, she definitely would have moved forward when
Yeah.
Marley vanished.
Yeah, and she would have stepped close enough to said Star to like try and hush her tone a little bit, to not let people freak out.
And Sierra's gonna try and take a look at the amulet or the pendant and see if there's anything like magical about it that seems weird.
So Star would be holding the pendant.
She didn't check it before.
You can roll an Arcana check.
Well, you'd be better at this than I would.
What? No.
I have a 0.
Oh.
I will say before you roll. Oh, too late. You roll.
Oh, I didn't look at it.
I was gonna say because that's what I was gonna do also. And so Rhaenyra would have also made her way to the front, and she would have also tried to do the same thing. So I guess I could help and give advantage.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I rolled an 18 apparently.
18,
What?
yeah. You with the 18, something about this pendant, feels, feels something. You feel some kind of energy amongst it.
Does it feel familiar at all?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Zero, just carefully take the pendant. This isn't normal? With that, would I be able to tell if it was the pendant fucking with the machine?
I think you saying that, Luca's gonna come up and she's gonna say, yeah, that's probably it. That's probably messing with the machine, and I don't know what's going on there, but it's not right. As in, like what do you think?
Rhaenyra would step forward and she would ask Luca, "So what exactly powers this machine?"
It's electricity, I guess. Essentially, basically, some kind of. That's what I would think, right? She's got harness these things in here and whatnot, and these chemicals, and I created this thing, and she folds up a panel, and she basically has like a makeshift battery kind of situation going on.
Have any of your inventions ever malfunctioned like this before?
Well, just once, a long time ago, but it was a whole different kind of thing, and that was at home with my mom. So it's okay. We've learned a lot since then, and like I said, that's not even the same kind of machine.
I want to roll an insight check.
I was about to do the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Don't trust this lady.
Ooh, not good. Only 11.
Dirty 20.
You think that she's being honest, and Ferdinand, you actually know that her mother cannot walk due to an incident where she was caught in some machinery a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was curious. I was listening because I know this is the person that knocked on my door, right? This is this is her.
This is a friend of yours.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I'm a little hesitant right now because the town. I feel like I am not always the most well liked in the town. So now, a friend of mine has a girl who's disappeared.
You're like, oops, not my friend, just kidding.
Well, I'm gonna still be my friend, but I'm just like scared.
Zira's gonna pull out a handkerchief and carefully wrap the pendant so it's not touching anything. So she can ask questions about it later if need be. Back in her bag.
Luca will say, "We can't just leave that girl wherever she went. Like she went somewhere."
Yeah, I feel like Corn would like kind of jump up and try to snatch the gem, and jump onto the metal pad and be like, we have to go after her. We can't just leave her.
We don't know where it went. We can't just follow through without knowing.
What that
I think we
could
do.
probably recreate it and get it, and we could probably recreate the process, and I can probably, I don't know, get something to hold the gate open, and then you can come back through.
Here's the thing. Where did she go? We don't know where she went unless you know what that rip was.
I don't know. Some kind of something. Maybe I think it's got to be like a tear in space time. I mean, that's the only thing I think.
If she was transported to a different plane, we don't know which one.
Ferdinand's gonna want to grab the pendant and go after.
Well,
her.
you gonna take it out of Anzira's bag?
I would go to grab it before you would put it in your bag.
Yeah, I would too. It's not in your bag yet. I'm gonna grab.
It's still gripped in my hand, though, wrapped up in something.
I could use a strength check.
Listen, we all want the same thing here. But we need information first.
Right now.
Been to another plane before?
That person, but I know you need information before you go anywhere.
But I do know that the girl is by herself.
Yeah, I understand that.
Without any information. So why not get the information when we're there?
Fuck it, Anzira's just gonna chuck the pendant at his face.
I mean, she could be in real danger.
As hard as she can, chuck it directly at Ferdinand's face.
She only has 4 HP.
Does it hit me? I haven't noticed if it hit me yet. And I would just, if it does.
Well, I'm pretty sure it hits if I'm throwing it hard enough.
Well, what'd you roll?
An 18.
Alright, it hit me. Do I feel it though?
I don't know, she's not that strong. If I was just making a strength check, then technically it was only a 17.
Alright, so
But I was
maybe I'll
teleported and it didn't hurt me.
You weren't wearing the pendant.
Rhaenyra would kind of step up and she would say, I've been to another plane before.
As have I.
I believe I've been too. I do believe my person would have been.
And then Rhaenyra would
Traveling
look
between planes isn't easy, just so you know, Aaron.
What?
Traveling between planes isn't easy. So.
Oh, I don't think it is. I think he probably would have been.
Okay. I was just making sure you know like what I meant between the different planes.
Oh, I think so.
Different planes of existence.
I think I think so. I think he has been, but he doesn't like talking about. Yeah.
So Rhaenyra would ask Luca, how sure are you could keep the door open if we were to go through?
I could probably definitely figure something out. I've already got some ideas in my head. I think
Probably and definitely are two different words.
Yeah, definitely, because this machine, it works off some something
If
called
she
quantum
says
mechanics.
she can.
You trust this woman?
I trust her.
Yeah, oh, you see me build all kinds of crazy stuff. I'll build a gate key, and then that way we can be able to use it to keep the gate open.
How
Rhaenyra
long
will
will
just. Oh, go ahead. You go ahead. You go first.
Oh, did it not go through all the way?
No.
How long will that take?
I probably from you it'll feel like an instant, I would think.
No.
It should only take me just a couple of minutes to hold it with this machine, and then my dad here will get supplies, and then we'll build a different machine that we can use anywhere.
Do you mean take to make the key? How long is that going to take to make the damn thing to get us there?
It shouldn't take too long. I mean, I just have to build a smaller telepad. It doesn't even have to be this big.
A time frame would be nice.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I mean, maybe like a day.
A whole day?
A whole day.
We don't have that time.
I
We
mean,
can't
but for
just use
you, it's
this
an
one.
instant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can go through this, and this will hold it open, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah.
And then I'll build another one.
Fine, let's
Zira's
go.
done talking about it. She's just gonna step up on the fucking pad.
I'm ready to go.
I would say that Rainier would look at Anzira and Sedstar and kind of look apologetic, and she would say, "I fear we don't have a choice."
Zira's not talking anymore. She's standing on the pad.
She says,
Yeah,
if
Corn's
you
already
want,
up there. Fancy. Let's go.
if you, yeah, if y'all are gonna start jumping up there, she'll say, all right, I'm just gonna keep the machine running, is what I'll do," and she starts it up, and yeah, you've got this pendant, and it starts to whir up, and this kind of large tear opens up, and you step into it, I guess. Right?
So
You're
this
pulled
right.
into it.
I'm going.
And you are going to essentially, Corin, it's basically the same feeling as you felt before, as you kind of blink for a moment, and then you're gonna find yourself in some like mountainous foothills, surrounded by, say, some like pine trees, right? Some conifers. You'll see those in some mountains,
Cool.
right? And yeah, you'll find yourself in kind of some mountainous foothills.
She's just gonna giggle. She's like, "It's a lovely feeling, isn't it?" And like, look next to Andrea to see how she did.
Blech!
What was the girl's name?
Marley.
Marley.
I feel like I'm just gonna start yelling her name.
Yeah, like, do I see anything on the ground?
No, shut up!
Like,
We don't know what's around us. This might be attracting danger. Be quiet.
But how are we gonna find her?
We look with our eyeballs. Have you never done an investigation before?
But she doesn't know we're here.
Obviously, most people, when you're searching for them, don't know that. We have to be quiet. We don't know the dangers.
And because of that, I'm going to do a perception check around us.
So that entire time, N0 was keeping an eye out around. Does the area we're in look familiar to anybody at all?
It looks like mountainous foothills.
Okay.
it's
I
like
was
the woods, so it would just look like woods.
Yeah,
I mean,
23 perception.
basic woods,
it reminds me of my backyard.
a rocky mountain trail.
So it's similar to that. So, but it's not the same mountain area. That's some monasteries in.
I don't think you would know where you're at, right?
And I'm just asking if it looks like the mountain range that she's near. If not, then obviously she doesn't know. But
Probably a northern mountain range.
yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I had said northern mountain range for Setstar.
Trees native to the northern region.
Did anybody do a perception check already?
Yeah,
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah, what was that?
21
What'd
and
y'all
a
get?
23.
Oh wow!
Oh shit. Well, with a
Was what-
23, you will notice some rustling in the shrubs, and there is some peoples in the shrubs. As you notice these things, and they're not able to jump out and surprise you, as you'll see basically some strange short blue imp-like creatures. Kind of four of them will jump out of the bushes and roll initiative as they pull out some
That's
weapons.
why you be quiet.
Literally, that's what said Star says enchant and 0.
We'll be okay.
Woo! Oh, I'm ready to fucking go.
Where's my baby teeth?
1, 2, 3.
Hey, I know this map.
Oh my god.
No, I used this one.
Oh,
Shelby used this one too.
I
Bunch of
know.
neutral maps.
I've used this one for the one shot.
oh, I'm ready to fucking go.
Alright.
Guns blazing.
Got my hat on backwards. It's time to fucking party.
I go on and try to talk, just like tell them hello in Sylvian and see if they know.
I'll put it in.
Nope. as
Oh,
they
okay.
as they jabber some strange language at you.
Okay.
Are they minions?
They're little Ewoks.
For
They're
once, I get
probably
a natural
they're
20.
probably just 3.
Oh, I'm ready. I rolled almost a natural 20 on my shit.
Damn.
Yeah, and I got a +3.
That's what I rolled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick before we get into
Not
bed.
allowed. Hold it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Quick bathroom break.
Yeah,
You
if you
probably
want to do that.
Where's that out?
Wow.
I know. I do.
Oh, fucking shoulder.
Hey, you're fine. You're
Bad initiative anyway.
Yeah. 4 of us have put our initiative in the chat. Monk bullshit. Ready to go. So did you say that this area would be familiar to me or not?
I think you're wise enough, and you know enough about mountains to know
Yeah.
that this is kind of a northern mountain range.
All right. So I know
Judging
I'm
from plants and stuff.
somewhat near the monastery then.
I mean,
somewhere
if that's
along
the
that.
place that you're at.
Yeah, that's what I had sent in the chat. Was somewhere in the northern mountain range. And it's like a secluded spot where the monastery rests. I know where I am. Okay. Vaguely. Anyways.
Hey, Mark.
Yep.
What does your character look like?
Yeah, I did notice we didn't do that. But
Yeah, we did it at session 0, and we probably just didn't think to do it.
I don't know what your characters look like.
I'll say, or I can start first if you'd like.
Sure.
Sad Star is a 6'3" tall, lanky,
Yeesh.
appears to be human individual. She's pale.
You want to
I don't know what off the top of my head. So water or anything? And she grab a water bottle. She has gold eyes, and then she has lilac, lavendery long hair. It's kind of some of it's pulled back to like like that hairstyle where it's like the small tail and then long in the back.
Mm-hmm.
She has that, and then on her chin are 2 marks, like right here. You can see my face.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, she has like galaxy markings on her face. And her clothes are black, gold, and red.
Okay. Um.
Warren is a black forest type horse, so like dark fur with blonde hair, super ditzy, blue eyes, kind of like German descent base looking. No distinguishable markings or anything.
Okay. So Rhaenyra, she is about I actually don't know how tall she is. Let's see what they're.
Good build.
Hey, cool.
Not well.
I'll tell you how tall she is later because I have to look it up. But so she has like a pale, like a light bluish skin, and then she has hair that is white and it has like silver, like metallic-y silver in it. And then her eyes, there's no pupil; they're just like galaxies, pretty much.
An elf, right?
She's an astral elf, yeah.
Okay.
We can also open the sheet and close the chat.
Yeah, just
Yeah, but I know.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, but I did send the image of Anzira to the chat.
I also seen picture that one drew of said star.
Kind of like this picture. This is the closest one I found.
Yeah, oopsie.
No, there's. I can share. But I can share pictures in chat of the blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
I forgot there's also a stripe down the middle chin.
Yeah. Big oxy stripes.
Remember the ones.
I don't have any photos of my character yet.
Here's what.
I'll wait till. We're still waiting on everyone to return. We'll be back. Tubes.
Oh, and then I guess I forgot to say she also wears like kind of a white cloak that like shows off her shoulders and it has like gold embellishments on it. Very like I don't know. I can see it in my head, but I can't explain it.
I'm really liking this combat setup way more than like
It yeah.
because you can actually click on people's things on the side to find where they are.
Yeah.
Like click on
Very
my
intuitive.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Image you sent in chat, I'm not seeing it. I don't know if anybody else can see it.
It's broken.
Hmm?
I'm trying to find one that isn't broken.
Kind of like this, but it's white and it goes all the way down to the ground.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, the image you shared, Chris. Not. He said it was broken. Okay. I didn't hear that.
Is the DM try sending it on Discord?
Ooh, what? No. In the VTT.
Yeah, it didn't work in there.
Yeah, it didn't work there.
Here, kind of like this actually. I just found one.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And then she does have like a chain around her head, like a headdress
Yeah,
type thing.
static wiki.
That broke too.
Hey, it works if you open it manually. I clicked it while it was still a link. So I got
Copy
her.
image link.
Marley.
If you right click and copy the image link, yeah, it works.
Shit.
Tiny little thing.
I have it saved on a drive somewhere. Let me just share it.
Oh, I didn't know she's from Dragon Ball Z.
I can just do this. For those that can't see it.
Hey, Aaron, your initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Did he not?
You're good.
Also, because I always... Okay, it won't let me. I always feel bad when I get into arguments in character, so I need to make sure it's known that that was all in character. That was nothing against you, Aaron.
Oh no.
Sure, Shane, sure.
No, I always feel so fucking bad.
So aggressive.
That was, I mean, it was a little aggressive for, I did feel a little like, wow, but okay.
All in zero, not me.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Just
serious.
crying.
What?
So his character's crying.
Yeah,
He goes to the portal and
I
he's
actually
just
don't.
a mess.
I really don't think he even like realizes it. I think he's just kind of like whatever, little lady, little person.
You're
And
used to having things thrown at you.
yeah, well, or the townspeople don't like me.
They just throw tomatoes as you
They
walk
do.
down the street.
Zero just
they-
has some anger issues.
Do you want to describe your character to Mark, Darren?
I rolled a 12. In my character, he's like an 8 foot demon guy who doesn't basically like Ferdinand the Bull and Hagrid from Harry Potter. And have you ever seen what's that Will Smith movie? The fish one.
Shark Tale?
Shark Tales.
Shark Tale. Jack Black's character in Shark Tale.
Ah.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's like all of like those like I'm a demon but don't want to be a demon type of thing. Just really just like tall, big, and scary, but just like super like
Stab you.
let's all hug and so like I'm the type of person if I hit you and even if you're really mean, I actually prefer to just be like, oh, are you okay though? But like maybe that was too hard, even if they're like mean. So like these guys who are about to attack us, I'm most likely thinking like, let's just all talk. It's probably just a misunderstanding.
Feels
You
like
could probably just step on him.
big Baymax vibes is what I'm getting.
Yes, or Baymax. Yes, love Baymax. Yes.
So I guess Rhaenyra is the shortest because she's only 5'6".
Aw.
Did you all go aw?
Yeah.
I feel like you are tiny.
And Zira's 6 foot at the top of her head and 6'3" at the top of her horns.
Well, I didn't know this, but apparently Astral Elf females are really short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost a full foot taller than you.
Then there's Ferdinand, who is 8 feet fucking tall. The largest tiefling I've ever seen in my life.
I'm 5'9". I'm a tiny centaur.
Oh, certainly a little bit taller than me.
So if he's back,
Yeah, they were good.
Set Star's up. So
Alright.
These strange blue men jump out of the bushes. Start gibbering at you.
Since I'm familiar with the area, would I know, somewhat familiar with the area, have I seen these things before, or are these, like,
Nice.
completely new to me?
No. No, and they've got some short swords drawn at y'all.
Alright, I'm gonna move 15 feet, up in melee with this bitch, and with my action, with my quarterstaff, I'm gonna just bash her right over the head.
Oh, they're there.
Does a 24 hit?
A 24 does hit. Just barely.
Oh, not too much damage.
Just barely.
Lord. 4 damage, so Sudstar comes in with taking her quarterstaff and just like bashes this one right across the head. And then, since I'm a monk, and I have monk bullshit, I can bonus action unarmed strike, and after I bash it in the head and use my bonus action to try and kick it in the gut. With a 18 to hit?
I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah.
And then that's another. Ooh, and then that's 7 damage. That kick it in his gut.
Okay, yeah. This thing jumps out of the bushes, and you run up to it, and you punch it a couple times. Tell me what it looks like when it dies from these punches.
Oh, damn, okay. So,
Point.
Sudstar just goes rushing up with the baseball bats, this fucker's thing in the head, and then kicks it back into its bushes, gaining, like, part of her foot, like, breaking through its chest, and just sends it sprawling and splattering across the ground. And then I will finish my turn, move just a little bit closer to the group. And that's my turn.
So this thing's gonna go. Which one is this? This guy up here. I don't know if y'all see that when it flashes, right?
Yep. We can click on it.
But they're basically gonna run up to you, Corin, and you're gonna try and short sword you. Let me see. As he runs up, this thing's got this little short sword in its hand. And it runs up and tries swiping at you. They're pretty short, so maybe it's kind of swiping at your horse legs. It rolls a 13 to get you.
Nope. That's not it.
Yeah. So he's kind of just can't reach up to you as he's swinging wildly up towards you. And it is your turn.
I will rear up onto my hind legs and go to kick the one in front of me. That is 9.
A 9 misses.
Okay.
As this thing will duck out of the way as you're trying to bring these.
She's just trying to scare it. She doesn't want to hurt the thing.
It barks at you.
And then and that will be my turn.
And Rhaenyra, you are up.
Okay. Quick question for you. What are your rules on components for spells?
Probably if it like consumes anything.
Like, if it makes sense for me to have stuff already, would I already have stuff?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. So then I will use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh, which allows me to use my quarterstaff as with my spellcasting modifier instead of strength.
Good one.
And then I will move to this guy here, and I'm gonna hit him with my quarterstaff. I don't know why I rolled digital dice, but hey, 21.
21 hits him.
Yeah, that was a good digital roll.
Yeah.
A big old bonk for 4 damage. And that is the end of my turn.
Yeah, you run over there and just bonk him as this thing lets out a screech. You do a good bonk ride on him. It hurts him pretty good. And Zira, you are up.
Alright, and Zara is just going to turn and sprint forward to this one down here. And she's going to whip out her rapier and do like a flourishing attack and try to stick it right through the ribcage. Or nope. Natural 1.
Oh no. Big fail.
So, probably trips over a branch or something and stumbles.
Faceplant.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Well, if you're done, then it's your turn, actually, Ferdinand. As they run up and they're just waft wildly as they're trying to hit this strange creature.
Look at the natural
Fish thing.
So I rolled a 21 then?
If that's what you're doing, you want to use that roll?
That was
Pretty good.
it.
That's the roll I'll use.
Which one are you going for? Because it's your turn.
North,
South,
let's see.
east.
I'd like to use, where am I? Right here. So then I will go for this guy right here. Did I light him up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
you're moving him.
Oh, sorry. Not mean to move him.
No,
Okay.
you're good. I put it back.
Alright, so that's the guy I'm going after. So I will run up and attack him.
I like how the tokens slide too.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's so smooth.
Just bothers me that they're not all centered on in the squares.
Mood though.
What's your damage?
Ooh.
Did you roll damage yet?
I got roll damage. Sorry. 6.
6, yeah. You really hurt this thing. What's it look like when you run up and hit him with some axes?
I think I'm a little angry, and so I'll just be like, "Stop!" and just like walk up to him. Not even run. I'm just gonna like walk up.
I mean, that short walk is probably 2 paces.
Yes. I'm just like stop, and I just like just wah, and that's how I do it.
Waluigi him.
Wow.
Yeah, basically.
Wah.
At that point I'm just, and then I'll be like, dang it, I got angry.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
And Zira's standing next to you, still recovering from her stumble, being like, better than me.
The thing is broken.
Yeah, I did
don't know why.
forget to add my 5 when I rolled, but it don't matter.
That your turn, Aaron?
Yeah, that's how I'm done. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yep, I'm done.
And so these guys, I broke my D&D Beyond. I'm gonna try it now. I couldn't find tokens. No, they're still not there. Well, it's gonna be this thing's turn, and I'm refreshing as it lets out some. Maybe it's loading. It lets out some whistling, clacking noises. Let's see. So this guy who's hurt pretty bad, and let's see if it's working now. And a couple of giant rats are gonna jump out of the bushes. Hold on.
Great.
I set up.
They're like skeevers.
So
They
No, not the skeevers. Another settlement needs our help. No, that's not the same game, but maybe
Big
think of it.
difference, basically.
Literally.
From so unusual size. I don't believe they exist.
So he basically calls a pair of rats over to him.
Oh no.
And I think that's going to be his action. And this other guy who's also pretty hurt. Yeah, up here. So he's gonna chop at you with this short sword that he's got. What was his name? Rhaenyra, right? Yeah.
Yes.
As he swings this thing at you, he rolls. I think it's a 19 on the dice.
That does hit.
So he's gonna swing at you and slice at you. He's gonna do 5 piercing. Okay,
Oof.
stab at you. As he's like, and stabs up at you, getting you one good time.
My blurred.
I love the sounds in it.
You don't know what they're saying, so it's like something.
It's so weird being at level 1 and only having 10 HP.
Right? It's your turn, Setstar. As you see, your acquaintance over here get stabbed.
Yeah. There's also a fucking rat over here. Just go over. I'm just bonk this rat on the head. I mean, does a 13 hit the rat?
It does.
Oh, sweet.
Giant rat 2. He looks upset.
That is
He's like, no.
8 damage. Is this thing still alive?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna come in with another kick. Then I'm gonna unarmed strike with my bonus action for 14. She said 13 hits, so I know that hits for 6 damage. So that's
Oh,
8.
look how when you take this guy out. He's got
This is
full
Sparta.
HP.
I'm just gonna come like sliding in and like take my staff, like kind of like jump up and like jam the staff down onto its head, and as I land both feet on its skull and like snap its neck.
And right before this happens, he watches you smother this rat. And he looks at it, and he obviously, in some kind of language, is all like, "No, my rat."
No. Oh no.
I just
So sad.
free action eyes, do like the fucking watching you, bitch. That's fine.
Over at the other guy.
Oh, that his token got deleted.
Yeah, you killed him.
Oh, I killed the rat.
He dead.
You killed both of
the
them.
rat. He said it died, and then you killed the other bitch.
Oh!
You killed them both.
Because you said, "Is it still alive?" You went, "No."
Oh, I thought that was a yeah. Well, then
You killed
Just in the
both of
heat of
them.
battle.
okay.
Just in the heat of battle.
I misunderstood. I thought I was double attacking the rat.
I mean, it didn't matter. You were within melee. Both.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
shit.
with melee. But I'll just kind of move back over here.
She was in the heat of battle, so it works.
I'm just a murder monk. It's fine.
There's just.
Did you say you're a murder monkey?
A
Murder
murder
monk.
monk.
Oh, I thought this was like a joke, like I'm a murder monkey. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, I'm just killing things left and right here. Well, that's my turn.
I gotta add this thing to the thing.
Killed half the party, but that's just the end of their turn. It's fine.
He goes last. Anyways, it's this poor guy's turn up here, and he's gonna. I suppose. Let's see. He's gonna swing this short sword at you, Corin, and he does not make it. He rolls a crit failure. As he kind of jams this thing overhead, like into the ground, and now he's like rustling to get his short sword out of the ground. It is your turn.
Yeah.
We're going to go out. And with the great axe, kind of like a golfing with the axe.
Polo.
Oh, can you not hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, you just said hello.
I said polo.
Oh,
Like the game polo.
nice.
They ride on horses.
So that would be 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
I'm gonna roll damage here and hope it works.
Nice, D12.
I don't see what. Yeah,
Like,
if it shows up, I can't see it yet.
It has not.
Okay.
why are you
Rolling. Hey, nothing will beat when Aaron was rolling digital, and it took like 10 minutes for that one roll to come.
Oh
through.
my gosh.
Yes, I'm seeing it, but
Yeah, it's not coming through.
I can see it on it, and it's slowly going.
Oh, it's still moving.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's still trying to roll. I just figured that might be easier, but I didn't realize how slow it's gonna be.
Because it's 12 sides.
This is mine.
And
Oh, that one turn was the reason I was like, Aaron, I'm sending you these dice.
I still use them to this day, so.
I don't
In
know
the
why
end,
it's so slow.
Oh my gosh, Darby, just fucking roll a physical die.
Do it.
I gotta find which one the 12 is.
I think you can just move it into
The
Google.
blingy
can't
12.
you? Is that a thing?
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
Oh, fuck. He hates it. He doesn't like it.
Just still watching this die trying to roll on the screen.
We're gonna get it 20 minutes later.
probably.
Combat finish.
Yeah, as you cleave
Yeah,
at
that
him
would
with
be
this great axe. He shrieks out again in pain. I was thinking.
Would that knock him back since I'm like golf swinging him?
Oh, you think so? Probably not.
No? Okay.
So Rhaenyra, you are up.
All right. So after getting sliced pretty heftily in my last round, she would kind of do a twirl with her quarterstaff and cast Shillelagh on it again. And then she's going to bonk him again. Big bonk. Let's go.
Hey, there's the damage finally.
Wow!
15. That's way more than
Damn.
what you got.
That sucks.
So it's going to be a 21 to hit.
Oh,
Yeah, 21 hits.
All right. And a D8. Where are you, little D8? Come here. And that is 7 damage.
I think that kills it.
Big bonk.
Rhaenyra, right? Yeah.
Yes.
What's it look like when you smash that guy?
So like I said, she kind of does like a twirl with her quarterstaff, and then she just does like a kind of like an uppercut. So she brings the back of it up under his chin and just like, and he flies backwards.
That's it. You are up, Zira.
okay. Zera's going to sprint over here, getting between the rat and our friend here. And bonus action, healing word, just yelling, "You're all right!"
Oh, I am all right. Thank you.
That's funny.
Or Max, that was 8, you only needed 5, but
Yeah.
I'm extra healed.
yes. And then for my action, I'm gonna try and take a stab at this fucking rat. Much better. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Sweet. 8. God damn it. 3 damage. You poke its eye. It's gonna try and slice at it and just kind of like nick its ear.
Little rat screech. I hate it.
She's not used to physically fighting.
Used to.
Viciously.
Ferdinand, are you gonna smash this rat if that's the end of Anzira's turn?
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, because I used my action and my bonus action.
Smash that
Anybody
rat.
left. I didn't think anybody wanted to move. So.
Let's see. Let's see. Just trying to get my sheet. There we go. Let's use this guy.
19 hits.
19 hits. Do damage. Oh, I got a 1.
That's what I rolled too. It was a 1. So I was like, come on.
So I hit him, and I'm like, cute rat, stop it. And so I think so I just like,
gave it another shave.
I just like, you cute rat, just stop. And just swipe so sadly. It's like, you remind me of some rats back home.
So it's a 1 plus 3, right?
Yeah, okay, so it's
4 total.
so I got 4 points total. So it's the monk that will save us all?
Pretty much.
Yeah, if you got 4, you rolled a 1, right? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? On the damage? Okay. So
Let's-
you got, with your modifier, you got 4. So that'd be enough to kill this rat.
Oh.
Hey.
Alright.
Because you get the plus to your damage as well.
All right,
What
I'll
look like when you slice this rat.
I guess I just stab him. Let's just like toothpick. And just, oh,
And it's just silently is like a rat kebab.
Honestly.
can I take a bite?
Oh,
If you want to eat the raw rat off your sword, sure, bro. It's a free country, man. It's your game.
All right, just gonna start eating it then. It's like all this fighting makes me sad and hungry.
Alright. Is that your turn then?
Opening Google.
That's it,
How
yeah.
diseased are rats? Said Star, you are up.
Running up to this bitch. Gonna attempt to smack him over the head. That's a dirty 20.
That should hit.
8 damage.
Yeah, that's enough to drop this guy.
So, to flavor this, I'm gonna run up this. Is this a bush or a tree?
It's tree.
I'm gonna run up the tree and, like, do dope monk shit, like, run up it, do, like, backflip, and then just smash down on top of his head as I come out of the dope monk shit tree flip.
You flip down on this dude.
And just come at him from above and just smash into his skull.
He oblivions out of existence. Let's see. Yeah, and you'll be out of initiative. As I think you'll be on a like a mountainous kind of trail up here in the foothills of the mountains. A trail leading to the south. Opposite way goes to the north.
Looking around, can we see a trace of any footprints of maybe where Marley may have gone if this is where she ended up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to roll a survival?
Survival.
Check
Okay.
the tracks.
I'll grant you advantage. I'll help you since I'm somewhat familiar with the area.
13.
13. I think with the two of you looking, yeah, 13. You'll pick up. Obviously, look, came out of the same spot, and you can see maybe not so much tracks at first as obvious signs of kind of like encircling around almost and like walking back and forth kind of deal, more of like a mustard ground. And then yeah, you'll see eventually a kind of trail takes off and leads down south down the trail.
I'll also say we're missing something very important. Did these little guys have anything good on their bodies?
They taste good.
That was the rat.
You're eating a rat.
Oh,
So I need to know that. Tastiest around.
Yeah, Corn would definitely want to look at the one that was in front of her. Just
Um,
more because it's blue.
They definitely got some busted short swords, stuff like that.
Nothing of value.
Yeah, probably nothing to value. Maybe some personal effects. You know,
A picture of their family.
yeah, a picture of their wife and child.
Oh no. the guilt.
Walk it.
should we bury them?
Oh shit! No, they tried to stab
Do you
you.
believe we have the
I
time?
think their
I think
health
we're
is
on a.
worth of value.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, little girl. Sorry. Yeah.
And Zara's gonna be waiting near where she found the trail, so
Mhm.
waiting for the others to do their thing.
Yeah, that star is standing next to a 0.
Rhaenyra will notice you guys standing and she'll walk over. Did you guys find anything?
Ready to go.
Just motion to the foot trail.
And then Sudstar's gonna look at Ferdinand and was Corin shouting?
No, just Ferdinand.
Just Ferdinand. Look to Ferdinand and be like, for the rest of this, please don't shout. Otherwise you'll attract more beasts like that. Okay, big guy, whatever your name is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ferdinand. What's your name?
Sudstar.
Okay. I won't shout again.
Thank you, Ferdinand. It's appreciated.
I suppose it is important that we know each other's names at the very least. And Zira,
I am Rhaenyra.
I'm Corin.
picturing Corin just like off in her own little world. You're gonna be this guy just like, oh, I'm
No,
Corin.
she's checking out the trees to try to decide if any of them are fey to give her information.
Said Stowe about this is the northern mountains. We're the general area from, but go away from the mountains according to this path. That's in zero, I found. So be cautious, be wary of falling rocks. Those aren't fun. And everyone's gathered around, lead the way.
Yes.
Start making our way down the trail.
Making my way.
Yep. So that's specifically for you two.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll follow the tracks for a little bit, and then you'll kind of see something similar to what you saw before, kind of like a stirred area, and then there's actually many tracks that continue down the trail.
Can I try to find tracks? The same tracks we were following before. I attempt to find those sets.
That's the same thing.
It looks like they're in there, and then now there's at least half a dozen other ones kind of lined on either side of these smaller footprints in the middle.
Oh, that's not good.
Did these other footprints look anything similar to what we may have seen left behind by the little dudes that attacked us?
No, a lot bigger.
Oh.
No.
And they're
Like
all
she-
heading the same direction?
Yeah.
Having kind of traversed this area a tiny bit on my way down towards Truce, do these kind of tracks look familiar to me, or are they completely new?
I think they're like, you can tell they're not barefoot tracks, like they're wearing some shoes.
So they're like humanoid?
Alright.
Yeah, like average humanoid footsteps. Not like clawed feet.
Let's proceed with
And Zira's gonna, while walking along, be keeping a very close eye out around.
Yeah, and you'll travel down the trail a little ways, and it'll kind of clear out to the kind of the open air as you travel down the mountain foothills for a little bit, and you'll come down. And now that you can see some distance, you'll see like a small town off in the distance. And indeed, yeah, Ferdinand, you're gonna recognize it's the city of Truce, but it's much smaller than you recognize. Half of it like isn't even there, and a lot of the familiar sights that you see are there out of what's there, but it's just like the other half of it just doesn't exist.
So, oh wow, okay.
So you're basically looking at the town, but basically like half of it's there.
So it's like town, but not my town.
Yeah, you'll probably
What time
see
of
like
day is it now?
that?
What time of day is it right now?
I think it's probably right around midday.
Okay.
A little after.
So,
But yeah, Florin, you'll recognize stuff like you'll see like the mayor's office, for example. You'll see maybe a couple of residential homes and things like that. The blacksmith who's been there forever. You'll see like where the general goods store is, but a lot more of like other things. The stuff that's built on isn't there. Like it just doesn't exist.
Do any of us also recognize that it's the same town?
Oop, there goes it.
Probably from like what you saw coming through town for sure. Like if you like stopped at the general goods store or something, you'd for sure recognize that. Stayed at
Strange.
the inn.
Town very well, so I can't say. Zira's been there before.
We could say that like a inn's a tavern's kind of a central hub. Y'all would recognize the tavern.
What was the name of the town we were in? I'm sorry.
Truce.
Truce.
Yeah.
Truce.
Rhaenyra will point at the inn and she'll say, "Isn't that Truce? But smaller?"
No, this is not truce.
Are you sure?
But half the town's missing.
But that's the very inn that I stayed at the night before the festival.
But this is not the town. We don't have those creatures, and half the town is missing. This is not my town.
That is true.
one way to go verify for certain.
You have to head that way anyway. I'm assuming the foot trail is leading towards the town.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, probably. At the very least, maybe it kind of thins out towards the town. Probably looks like maybe a game trail now that you're looking at it.
I think my head's gonna hurt because I'm trying to think this is my town, but this is not my town.
I think we should investigate. I think you're right. We have to go check it out, as they say.
Yeah, I don't think we're not gonna get answers just standing around.
Rhaenyra is just going to start walking towards the town.
And Zira's gonna make sure to try and keep an eye on the foot tracks that they were following as she continues along.
Said Star's gonna just keep a very sharp eye out on their surroundings as they head down the trail.
And as you get closer, you'll see some people, muttering about town and stuff.
They're just normal people.
Yeah, you see, basically the variety of people. Probably not so colorful as it was before. Mostly humans. There's some elves in there, some dwarfs in there, some gnomes stretched out, but mostly a human population.
So Rhaenyra's going to walk up to the first one that she comes to, and she's going to ask, "Excuse me, what town is this?"
Um, what do you think this person is? You think it's a guy, female?
I imagine it's maybe because it's where I'm guessing it's towards the outskirts, so maybe it's like a woman hanging up her laundry or something.
Oh yeah, so she's a little like, you are you lost? You don't. This is Truce.
Oh, yes, no, I was just double checking to make sure my map was accurate. Is all.
Yeah. Are you okay? You look confused.
She just kind of has like wide eyes, and she's like, "I'm fine."
Okay. Well, if you're travelers, you can stay at the tavern. It's rather nice.
Okay, thank you. We will surely check it out.
Goes back to pinning one.
You're gonna ask me, where did all the festivities go?
What festivities?
Okay.
Was there just not a festival going on just a moment ago?
No, a festival for what? No, we
The
haven't had a
millennia.
festival. The millennia. No, it's the millennia. What do you mean the millennia?
Rainier's gonna put her hand
Sorry.
up and say, "Oh, my friend has bumped her head recently. She needs to rest." And she's gonna try to like kind of motion for you to just walk away.
Zira's gonna take a very deep breath and step forward. She's like, I'm sorry. We had a bit of some trouble. I bumped my head up, and I'm not getting answers at any of them. What year is it?
It's 600 AD, right? Yes.
Zira's gonna. Oh, what?
It's the summer of 600 AD.
Thank you. And then quickly just go back to the group. Just, oh shit. Oh shit. What? Um, we may have gone back in time and not plane shifted as we thought we would. Oh no. We're in the past? That woman over there said it was 600 AD. Oh, fuck. And then look to, fuck, that was my elbow! Ow.
That sucks.
Looks at Ferdinand. It's like, that would explain why, that you didn't recognize the town.
Yeah, and now I feel that if we thought it was the town, then that little girl thought it probably was her town too.
I mean, it is the town. Just
Just not
earlier.
or my
Yeah.
town.
Not the town that you're familiar with. But I do believe that you may be correct in that. We might find her inside. But we're gonna need a place for the night anyway, not a day. Oh, I hate people.
Something does still feel weird about this town.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the year, but the town itself.
So a question I have: would this woman have reacted weirdly to seeing
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
tieflings and a centaur?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, she would probably be taken aback a little bit.
Yeah, I think the two most normal-looking people would be me and Rhaenyra.
Minus the
Even then, I'm
galaxy
not that.
eyes.
Even Mars can pass as human.
Yeah.
And he said that there were elves in the town, so. Oh god, the one that doesn't like.
Yeah, I think there's just enough like humanoid there to like be all like, okay.
I think maybe we should head to the tavern and see if anyone is. Oh, I guess we could ask this woman if she's seen a small child.
Perhaps it's best someone else does it. They probably won't take too kindly to me asking too many more questions.
So Rhaenyra will walk back up and she'll say, have you seen a small girl pass by here anytime recently?
No, not a small girl. Are you looking for someone? The roads are
And
dangerous.
she wasn't small, she was 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
a teenage girl?
No. But the roads are dangerous. So if you're looking for someone, you need to be careful. We've seen a lot of mystics in the area, and the war's gotten pretty bad. So, you know.
Would I know anything about a war by any chance? I am proficient in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mystic war
Yeah.
400 years ago.
Yep.
The queen,
Yeah,
basically
Corn.
and stuff.
Corn is extremely worried because she's kind of made that connection of what time period we're in.
Yeah, that's why Anzira's like, I probably shouldn't talk to anyone.
Should have bought a disguise kit, I guess, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
That's specifically why I put it in there. I was like, just in case. That was where yeah. So she's says, be careful because they're out there. Says it wasn't long ago that the queen was actually captured by mystics, and they just recently found her in the foothills of the mountains.
Yes, thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah,
And then
you take
she'll
care.
go back. You too. And she'll go back to the group and she'll be like, I think there's a bigger problem than what we originally anticipated.
No kidding. I don't know how many of you know how to use magic.
Not at all. Except for
But I recommend not
I mean,
in public displays.
the only thing I really know is occasionally patch up somebody just that's it. That's just because I'm ASMR. I guess I probably shouldn't put my wings either. That might startle some people. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to people, aren't I?
Rainier is just gonna look around for a moment and then she's gonna say, I don't think maybe that staying at the inn is a good idea.
Perhaps not. Do we have any information on where Marley went?
That woman said she hasn't seen anyone come through here besides us. Well, she said no teenage girls.
Did you give a precise description of her body?
No.
Looking around.
I mean, I would always think so. You know what I mean?
Looking around, I'm gonna try and find Marley's tracks again. You want me to make another survival?
If you want. Yeah.
I'll make
Make a survival check.
better. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You don't see much. What you do see is those same tracks, and they kind of lead. You know, we'll say they lead through the more earthen, I guess, grounds of the town. And you can follow them as they head out of the town and east towards the castle, where the castle is. You know, a couple miles away.
Well,
Basically towards the road that you would be familiar with, is that's where it goes.
well, this is our best shot. Just follow me.
Before we go anywhere, is there anywhere near us that's hidden off the edge of the trail where if I went somewhere behind it, no one would be able to see me?
Oh yeah, you probably find all kinds of places to duck out to.
Okay, Anzira is going to separate from the group and go hide behind something, and all that's going to be seen is like a faint shimmer from behind it, and when she comes back out, she is going to be looking like a completely different person.
Oh.
And in magic, you know, right?
Don't mention it. Yeah. I'll say for flavor, she just looks like a typical, say, just a regular elf. Pointy ears. Her eyes had changed from being the multicolored to now just a bright blue, pale skin, dark hair. Her clothes have not changed though. I'm just gonna join back with the group. She's like, this might help a little bit at least.
That's relatively normal. individuals.
Disguise.
I think that'll help with you, but what about Ferdinand?
Unfortunately, my magic only works on myself in terms of disguise, not anyone else.
Also, he's quite large.
That too.
Maybe just
Uh,
wear your hood.
I mean, I have a disguise kit on me, but I don't know how good it would do on an 8-foot tall tiefling.
See, I don't. Does Ferdinand have a cloak?
Yes.
Okay. I say I would definitely recommend pulling up the hood and covering your horns the best you can.
oh no.
Sounds like a good idea. I mean, he does that commonly. He commonly has his hood up, so he
Alright.
doesn't scare his
Oh no.
townspeople.
I should just hide all bits of tiefling nature.
Lauren, on the other hand, I have no idea what to do about it.
Yeah, this might sound a little crazy, but
Plans don't tend to work unless they are a little crazy.
if I can get my hands on some wood, perhaps with my disguise kit, make it look like she's a woman on horseback, make a fake horse head and some human legs.
An attempt can be made, I suppose. I can attempt to help with that.
I have carpenter's tools and a disguise kit. I'm proficient with both.
I can attempt to aid in crafting.
I'm just imagining the worst looking horse head. It's like
Listen,
square.
all my brain has gone to right now, Mark, is FCG's wooden legs.
Oh my god, no.
Listen, I'm just thinking Trojan horse this shit.
We could attempt. Could we find these materials lying around by chance, Chris?
I would. Yeah. Oh yeah. You probably got hand axes. You can make these materials, right?
I want to attempt to make
A wooden horse head and human legs.
My only concern is she would have to stay in the stables.
Oh
no, we
yeah,
don't.
because she wouldn't be able to sleep in the.
At least we
We could at least
pass
explore
through
the town.
pass through town.
Actually, it seems that Corin is like the least taken aback they are of.
Okay. So we don't need to do this. Okay.
No.
We don't need to do that. Got it.
Yeah.
I still kind of
If
want to
you're
try.
Do we still do it?
No.
Lauren, what do you want us to do?
if you're worried about me, my people are actually quite common during this time period
Okay.
as slaves for both sides of the war.
Oh.
It wouldn't be too awfully rare
Alright.
to see my kind.
It was myself and Ferdinand mostly. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're quite tall.
Yeah.
I mean, if we keep his head covered and his tail, we might be able to pass him off as just a very tall human.
Yeah.
I have no idea if Goliaths were common.
I don't know.
Would we know if Goliaths were common around these time?
If what?
Goliaths?
Goliath? Is that what you are?
No. I was asking if Goliaths are common because we could possibly pass him off as Goliaths because Goliaths are quite tall.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, probably. Yeah. Somewhere.
You have the disguise kit.
I do have a disguise kit, yes.
Ferdinand, does that sound like a fair plan to you?
Would the Goliaths though be part of the which side though? Are they more humanoid or would they still be considered monster?
Yeah, probably more more of like a nomadic keep to yourself people as what I'm thinking, probably. Right?
So neutral.
Neutral, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
probably neutral,
better than
small
tiefling.
tribes.
Well, Aaron is frozen.
Yup.
I think maybe said star. You'd probably be familiar with them. With there's probably like a mountain tribe that you're familiar with.
Yeah. I would know what a Goliath looks like.
But Ferdinand, would you be okay with passing yourself as a Goliath? You can?
I guess. My hooves though aren't gonna go away.
This guy's kit it has paints and clothes.
I have different outfits as well. We can work something out.
Yes.
It's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Do you
Just as
mind
long
sitting
as-
on the rock over there so that way I could like at least, get the paint on your face? Because even though I'm tall, you're freakishly tall.
Yeah, I can go sit down.
I love how tall he is compared to Florin. This is such a drastic change.
So I guess once Ferdinand is sitting, so I'm gonna dig out the disguise kit, and I'm gonna start painting. I'm gonna start using the disguise kit to make Ferdinand look like one of the Goliaths I met before.
All right. As long as it doesn't tickle.
As long as it doesn't tickle. It shouldn't.
Rhaenyra, I think you've got pretty decent passive insight. You're you put together these tracks leading from where you came out through the town, along with this woman saying that the queen was recently found in the foothills after being kidnapped by mystics. And you're putting together there's possibly a confusion, as your passive insight says maybe they picked up this girl.
Okay. So as they're all painting and talking, she's just looking at the tracks and she's thinking, and she kind of looks up. What if they think that Marley is the queen?
You think they could have made that mistake? I feel like the Queen's face would be rather well known.
It depends on how long she's been missing.
What race is was Marley?
She's a human, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it together. They said they found her in the foothills, which we just came from the foothills.
And there were quite a bit of tracks leading back surrounding hers.
The tracks do lead that way from what I saw. You were the first one into Marley, yes, N0?
Well, technically she ran into me. Yes.
Did she say any?
No, I didn't even get her last name.
Maybe this could be a stretch, but what if she's the descendant of the queen?
It was a rather fancy-looking pendant that sent it to her.
Yeah. Not entirely.
She said she was from the town to the south. Which you who would know that is Pore.
Which is the capital? Question mark.
Truce is the capital.
Okay.
Far to the south, there's another city, Pore, kind of basically on the tip of the continent to the south.
How was she dressed? Do we remember how she was dressed? Like, was she just dressed like normal clothes?
Yeah, just common clothes.
I think it's possible they mistook her for the queen.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. Well, let me just finish up with Ferdinand here.
While they're doing that, I'm going to be just watching and making sure nobody's coming towards us or watching us as well.
And Zira's doing her best to kind of keep them covered, kind of stretching, using her cloak to block off the view. People are changing on that. the road. People are holding up towels.
I got
At the
I got
beach.
I got a 22 on my perception roll.
Nice.
You scoping out for people? Is that what you
Just
say you're
making sure
doing?
no one's like watching us or no one's coming towards us, any town guards or anything, because we're acting
Yeah,
a
you
little
actually,
suspicious.
yeah, you actually with that find a really good nook actually that really it gives you pretty much great cover from the town there as you can do your thing. And we'll end it there because it's getting late. And
Yeah,
I'll say
boy.
this is crazy stuff y'all have never experienced. So you're level 2,
Yeah.
Woo!
right?
Yay!
Yay!
Woo! Level up. Level up. By the way, are we doing fixed or
Rolled for HP.
Whatever's fun with you.
Yeah,
You
gonna,
feel if you want to roll the dice, go for it. But you could
You
do
gonna do it?
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
This is really fun so far, Chris. I'm really
Oh,
enjoying
yeah.
this.
Good.
Yes, I also am.
Yeah,
The
that's a
moment
fun
you
story.
said we could see the town and it looked weird, I was like, wait a minute.
Good.
That's a
Oh,
fun
Max.
story.
Almost 6. I'm just gonna fucking do it on my iPad because my laptop is not loading shit.
I'm a bit more like anything
Then-
from. Hey, I get key now, and I have more movement. I can go near.
Well, then you guys have a good night.
Yeah, you probably need to go get some
Feel
rest.
better.
Yeah.
I'll feel fine. Thank you, and see you guys all next week.
Bye.
See you, man.
Bye. And then hopefully we can actually see Mark.
Yeah.
I will find my camera this week.
He's got a beautiful face.
Awesome.
I do.
So humble too.
Oh,
I got my son to rest.
Hey, I can now top people. I can now go. I don't have negatives anymore. Hey, must be nice.
Then I'm gonna try to roll level 2 for a little bit. We'll see.
How many?
Level 2 bard gets one of their best things, so. My jack of all trades. No more negative modifiers. Except for in my saving throws.
Excuse me.
I now have 40 movement speed and have 2 key points.
Wow, that bumped my shit up so much.
You get key on the short rest?
Short or long rest.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Ha!
My initiative went up too.
So now I can do all the punching.
3 spell slots.
And
Instead of
Monk's
2.
one of those things I want to play.
Monks are fun. That's why when this one said they were going bard, because we're going to do cleric, I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing monk then.
Hey, I managed to work around not being a cleric by doing a healer bard. See if I have one of my drawings that I could use to represent what N0 looks like right now. Not that one!
Whoa. How's everybody feel about dungeon crawly stuff?
Yes.
Like dungeon crawly.
Small, medium?
Hmm?
Big, the small, medium?
I
I like dungeon
honestly.
crawlers.
Yeah.
I'm a
like
fan of
them.
the role playing. I'm also a fan of the grinding. I like all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I like a nice mix. I like me some
Sketch something out.
And then as like whatever information is created or like made aware, feel free to let me know. Like whatever.
I am
To
curious.
some extent, the world is your clay too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably more of an extent.
No, I'm really enjoying this so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do I take a character that I already have made and put it into another campaign?
You have did you make it in a different campaign?
No.
Okay, so then you have to have the link to the campaign you're trying to join or trying to add it to,
Gotcha.
and then just transfer it over. You join with that
Because I
too.
want to use Circle of Stars, but it's not an option in this campaign.
Oh yeah, because you get your circle at level
Yeah.
2.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta do it in the spare character archive.
Which you can thank Rowan's friend Jen for. She is a lifesaver when it comes to
Thanks,
that.
Rowan's friend, who I'll never meet probably.
Yeah.
Is that a thing I can share? What is that?
Did you share all of your books, Chris?
I'm trying to look. I thought what
It
I
says that
got.
content sharing is active, but I only have the land circles.
I wonder what Circle of Stars is from. I feel like it's from.
It's from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
If you don't have
I got
Tasha's.
Weird.
I think. Maybe it's not. Hold on, let me look.
Because some stuff I bought races a la carte and whatnot.
Where are you?
Like it'll be like I don't know. I guess it doesn't say anything.
Maybe that's what I'll do tonight because my shoulder is tired.
Yeah, it's from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, but I don't see it on there. Literally, all I have is the land circles.
I'll schedule a couple.
There it is. Yeah, it says it's sharing it.
Yeah?
I can try it again and see.
What happened to that?
I just clicked the button over and again.
I don't remember. Probably got punched. On accident.
Unless I get like
Oh, now it shows up. Okay. It showed up.
okay.
So Chris, with Corin, I feel like she would know a lot of history on the war. With
And
some
Zero
stuff.
Said Star would not.
Zira is not anywhere near here.
Said Star
Rhaenyra would because she's a sage. She does a lot of studying.
Would not because she lived in a monastery in the fucking mountains. Away from civilization.
I was kind of raised too away, but I feel like the people would. That would be like horror stories you tell at bedtime to scare the kids of what happened. But you would know. I would feel like I would know quite a bit of history. But like I said, my history is not very good. But like I said, I have a higher wisdom. But
Legends dumb party.
I think we are.
Oh boy. Because monks are whiz and dex based.
My intelligence wasn't great.
I only have
probably
plus
not
1.
gonna reskin as much as I thought. It was whatever.
I was intelligence and strength dump.
I'm very excited because when you do Circle of Stars, you can wild shape into constellations.
Ooh.
Oh, that's gonna get Said Star's attention.
do you read webtoons, Mark?
No.
That makes me think of a webtoon. It's a witch in a bowl, and she controls constellations with like cards and stuff. But she can manifest constellations.
And I somehow learned Guiding Bolt twice.
Guiding
Leveling up.
You already have it, right? So you can unlearn it or unprepare it because you automatically have it.
I didn't prepare it though.
Is that how that works? Oh.
Sometimes if you get it from 2 different things, it'll show up twice.
Yeah, like you 2 different sources. Like let's
Oh,
say
because I have a single use of it, and then I have
that's
at-will
why.
use of it.
Yeah, that's what that is.
That's lame-o.
So essentially get a freebie then, right?
You like
Yeah, I have a single use, and then I have a cast. Yeah.
Yeah, like as if you like if Shane was a warlock in this instance, as a tiefling, you have Hellish Rebuke, but you can learn that I think as a warlock. So then you'd have 1 free use as a tiefling, but then you can use your warlock spell slots for Hellish Rebuke as well.
Which you don't want to do.
No.
I hate Hellish Rebuke, man. And how many people have it right now? 2? 1?
2,
3?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Somebody in the Saturday game has it, and she like uses it so well, man. I hate it.
And I can learn so
Yeah,
many
no,
more spells.
it's a killer at times.
It comes in handy.
I always forget I have it and never use it.
There's a Storm Cleric, Tempest Cleric's got a
Mhm.
similar one.
Thundering Rebuke.
Yeah, I've used that one quite a lot with my Tempest Cleric.
Had I been a cleric, I would have gone to. It's the same thing, just thunder damage.
Or Lightning. You can choose. I can check. I'm here, Cordelia. Get your shit. Yeah, you're still hurt because you were in a simp fight. Lightning or thunder, your choice. That's what I thought. Simp.
Arm person. I'm gonna charm everyone.
Not me.
Or myself.
Pretty easy to charm, said Star. She's a charisma dump.
Oh no.
Monks don't need charisma. We speak with our fists.
I can also do it's a reskin Misty Step. It's called Starry Step.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
love it.
so pretty much instead of disappearing in mist, I disappear in stars.
I dig it. I imagine it's like nebulous
Yeah.
behind you, you know?
Also, this is cool because one of the starry forms I can choose is Chalice. And
Nice
whenever
one.
you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points, you or another creature within 30 feet of you can regain 1d8 plus 3 hit points as well.
It's nice.
Yeah, there are 2 magic
Yeah.
users. They're support casters, which is going to be needed.
Okay. We ran a little late, but right at 3 hours, it says.
I think it's fine. We started a little late too.
Yeah.